The dusk in Novice Village is like blood, and the setting sun shines on the dilapidated wooden fence, elongating the figures of countless players. Lin Fan panted heavily and lay face down beside the muddy grass. The dazzling, left .5 level mark above his ID was like a mark of shame that could never be erased. His long sword was broken in half, with only a hairspring left in the health bar. In front of him, a small, raging hare was still jumping around majestically, gnawing at his shoes mockingly. Ha ha ha, Lin Fan, you loser here again and you're here to die. You've been stuck here for 3 days after playing level 5. You can't even defeat the novice rabbit. Are you here to make a joke? Harsh ridicule came from not far away, and a group of players were watching. The leader was a guy named King of Crazy Battle, a warrior at 12 on the left, with the light of a low-level green suit shining on his body. Several of the followers around him were laughing and pointing. I heard that he is very lucky. It has been a month since he started the server and he has not changed his profession. All his attribute points were wasted on strength. As a result, his strength is only 88, and his agility is even worse, less than 20. He is a loser among losers. Lin Fan gritted his teeth and forced himself to get up, the broken sword in his hand trembling. It's not that he doesn't want to level up, the wild monsters in Novice Village are a natural barrier for him. Every time he fights monsters, his health bar drops quickly, and the blood-replenishing medicine is ridiculously expensive. He is a casual player, where can he get the gold coins? The guild didn't accept him, and the team didn't take him with him, so he had to struggle alone. The public screen was flooded with news every day that, the War of Gods is linked to the fantasy world, the War of Gods is about to break out, and the whole server is competing for the legendary throne. He couldn't even get the qualifications for the gift pack. Get away! Lin Fan roared, swinging his sword to slash at the hare, but only inflicted -1 damage. The hare counterattacked, and with a swipe of his paw, his health bar was instantly cleared. System prompt, player Lin Fan died and dropped 10 experience points. Resurrection point, Novice Village Resurrection Spring. With a flash of white light, Lin Fan appeared again at the village entrance, and the surrounding players burst into even louder laughter. Dead again. Is this guy here to increase his presence? Trash is trash. The linkage event will start tomorrow. Gods of War and Illusion Realm powerhouses will gather together. You, a guy like you, can't even touch the hair of the boss in the novice area. Lin Fan's fists were clenched until they turned white, and the humiliation in his heart surged like a tide. He stared at the system interface. The attribute panel was terrible: Strength 88, Agility 22, Constitution 35, and Spirit 12. He has all the attributes, a blank slate of equipment, and the only blue equipment he has was picked up from trash. Why does he get stuck here while others fly as soon as the server is launched? Do I really need to delete my account and practice again? At this moment, the system bell rang suddenly, a server-wide push notification popped up, and the gorgeous special effects covered the sky. Server-wide announcement: the cross-game linkage War of Gods × Fantasy World holiday event has begun. Each player receives a limited gift pack for free, containing rare props to help the Divine War break out. Compete for the legendary throne and rule 2 virtual empires. Lin Fan was stunned, opened his backpack, and saw a glittering holiday gift bag. He clicked to open it with trembling hands, thinking, is this pie in the sky? Can even a useless person get a gift package? Ding! Congratulations to the player for opening the holiday gift pack and getting Reincarnation Stone, X1. Reincarnation Stone. Lin Fan's mind buzzed, what the hell is this? Can the heaven-defying prop rumored in the fantasy world reshape its attributes? But how come there are God War players? The surrounding players were also in a frenzy, with some screaming, I've got the blue equipment. The gold coins are bursting. But Lin Fan's chat channel instantly refreshed. Lin Fan, the good-for-nothing upstairs, drove to the Reincarnation Stone. Isn't it fake? Is it true that someone like him is lucky? The Reincarnation Stone is limited by the illusion. It can only be unlocked through linkage. It requires a full level to activate it. He can activate it at level 5. The ridicule was like a knife, but Lin Fan ignored it and stared at the description of the Reincarnation Stone, an ancient relic. After activation, it merges the two game systems to reshape the talent. Warning, activation is risky, use with caution. Risky ass. I am so useless that I can no longer be useless. Lin Fan gritted his teeth, closed his hands, and activated it silently. Ding! The Reincarnation Stone has been activated successfully. The God War Times Illusion World linkage has been detected, and the system is merging. Congratulations on awakening the God-level talent, Infinite Evolution. All attributes have increased by 10 times. Boom! An invisible force erupted like a volcano. Lin Fan's vision went dark, and then countless data flowed into his mind. Power, 88880. Agility, 22220. Physique, 35350. Spirit, 12120. Not only that, a new talent panel pops up, Infinite Evolution. Every time you kill an enemy, random attributes plus 1%, no upper limit. And unlock the Phantom Cross-Server skill tree, God's Domain, Phantom Clone, etc. Lin Fan opened his eyes, and the momentum around him surged, the air seemed to be distorted, and the spring water at the entrance of the village rippled. His ID suffix has a golden, linkage pioneer, his equipment automatically upgrades, his white board turns into green equipment, and his green equipment flashes blue. What's going on? King Quanzhan's eyes widened, and his mouth that was still laughing just now froze in midair. Lin Fan said nothing, turned around and rushed towards the wild monster area outside the village. The violent hare just now was still jumping in the grass. He punched the air and the air exploded. -8,800. Critical hit. Crazy hare kills instantly. The carcass of the hare exploded into pieces, and the experience hit us like snowflakes, ding, ding, ding. Left 0.5 left 0.6 left 0.10. The server-wide experience bonus and the linkage buff make him upgrade like drinking water. The surrounding players were dumbfounded. A passerby archer rubbed his eyes, strength 880. Level 5 player. That's fake. My strength is only 150, which is not even a full-level warrior. Second rabbit. That's an instant kill. The equipment's light effect is blue or above. Lin Fan kept walking and rushed into the group of wild monsters. More than a dozen level 8, iron-armored wolves, pounced on them, with their sharp fangs, which would normally frighten players. At this moment, he flashed, and the afterimage caused by his agility of 220 was like a ghost, and he swept across with a sword. -4,520, -3,890, -5,010. Range instant kill. The health bars of the wolves were cleared, corpses piled up like mountains, and experience exploded, left 0.10 left 0.15 left 0.20. Oh my god! What kind of monster is this? Why is there such a big boss in the novice area? A female mage screamed, took a few steps back, and the system automatically captured the picture and uploaded it to the public screen. The entrance to the village erupted instantly, and players swarmed in and formed a circle. The king of crazy fighting turned livid, and the follower just now said tremblingly, "Boss, this Lin Fan. He was bullied by the rabbit just now, and now his strength is 880. His talent is cheating. Impossible. How can the linkage gift package be so perverted?" The king of Mad War drew his sword and rushed forward. "Boy, what are you pretending to be? Take my axe." With his level 12 frenzied fighting skills fully activated, the giant axe slashed with wind, and the damage was expected to be -500 or more. Lin Fan did not dodge or dodge, but blocked with one hand. Kang! The axe blade cracked, the arm of the crazy Battle King was shaken, and the blood bar dropped wildly. -1200. Counterattack. Ah! The King of Crazy Battle screamed and flew out, smashing into the spring water and causing splashes. The onlookers gasped, one punch can kill a warrior. Attribute suppression is more than 10 times. Is this the top talent in the fantasy world? Lin Fan sneered, and the system interface refreshed the screen. Infinite evolution triggered, kill the King of Crazy Fighters, power plus 1% 888.8. He felt that his body was as light as the wind, his field of vision was wide, and he could see all the details of the trees and grass in Xinqiu village. The battle system of God War is integrated with the fantasy world, and the skill tree is unlocked, God's domain, slow down enemies within range and improve all your own attributes. With a thought in his mind, the blue field expanded, and the air within a radius of 50 yards became stagnant. The surrounding wild monsters and players were unable to move, and a passerby assassin was horrified. Field control. This is an S-level skill in the fantasy world. How can there be such a thing in the Battle of Gods? Lin Fan went on a killing spree, his sword flashed like a dragon, and corpses of wild monsters littered the land. Experience is pouring in like crazy, left point 20 left point 25 left point 30. Equipment automatically evolves, blue equipment turns purple, and attributes increase again. Ding! The boss in the novice area, Frenzy Tree King, has been refreshed, and the linkage event is warming up. Kill it and get the legendary throne fragments. The King of Trees stands in the forest outside the village, 10 meters high, with vines like whips. It has 25 elites on the left and usually requires a team of 20 people to surround and suppress it. At this moment, it roared and rushed towards him, sweeping its vines, and its range was AoE. The player screamed and backed away, the boss is coming. Run, Lin Fan, are you crazy? Lin Fan laughed, infinite evolution, excited. He jumped up, the god's domain suppressed the movement of the Tree King, and pierced the core with a sword. -9880. A fatal blow. The blood bar of the furious Tree King returns to 0. Boom! The giant tree collapsed, the treasure chest exploded, and golden light shot into the sky. A server-wide announcement sounded. Server-wide announcement, player, Lin Fan, kills the boss in the novice area, Frenzy Tree King, and obtains the legendary throne fragment X1. The God War breaks out and the linkage points are plus 10,000. There was deathly silence at the entrance of the village, and then there was an explosion. The passerby player's eyes widened and his mouth formed an O shape, second boss. Nearly 10,000 injuries. Is this a human? A female player screamed, his power panel is 888. Just now it was 88, Reincarnation Stone. King Quanzhan climbed up from the spring, his teeth chattering, monster, this loser has become a god. Lin Fan landed with a gasp, his backpack clanking, new skills unlocked, and the remaining light of the Reincarnation Stone flickering. He suddenly noticed that an ancient rune appeared deep in the stone, the legacy of the god of games, merging two worlds, awakening the true body. What? This is not a simple prop, this is the secret of the ancient god of games. At this moment, public screens all over the world were flooded. News, mysterious player Lin Fan swept through the novice area and killed the boss instantly. The suspected ultimate activation of the Reincarnation Stone. Iron-Blooded Guild, recruitment, offering a bounty of Lin Fan's coordinates, a bounty of 100,000 gold. The boss of Gu Han Guild said, boy, hand over the Reincarnation Stone, otherwise the whole server will hunt you down. Lin Fan squinted, the public screen was still showing messages, and a private message popped up, Brother Fan, it's me, Su Yu. Where are you? I saw the announcement, the Iron-Blooded Guild is targeting you. Lin Fan stood next to the collapsed remains of the furious Tree King. The blood of dusk filled the forest, and broken branches and leaves were scattered on the ground like a battlefield. The air was filled with the fishy smell of scorched earth, and the noise of the novice village in the distance could be heard faintly, mixed with the screams and discussions of the players. The public screens were still scrolling wildly, and the jagged guild's bounty order spread like a virus. Every message was like a knife, stabbing his ID. He took a deep breath, and the talent of infinite evolution surged like heat in his body. His strength had quietly climbed to 888.8, and his muscles bulged with every heartbeat, as if he could tear this virtual world apart at any time. The level mark of .30 on the left shines with golden light, the purple equipment suit automatically adapts, the dragon pattern on the breastplate slowly flows into purple light, and the attack power panel clearly displays 1987. This number made his heart beat faster. But he knew that the iron-blooded guild would not give up. Gu Han, that old fox, was ambitious, and the secret of the Reincarnation Stone must not be leaked. Ding! Private chat, Brother Fan, it's me, Su Yu. Where are you? I saw the announcement, the iron-blooded guild is targeting you. Lin Fan curled his lips and replied quickly, in the forest outside the village, come quickly. The linkage event has just begun. I want to test the limits of this fusion system. He put away the fragments of the legendary throne, turned and walked towards the elite wolf area deep in the forest, on the edge of the novice village. There are shadows among the trees, and the wind blows through the sea of leaves, making hunting sounds. The 20-level 28 elite predator wolves have already heard the wind and moved. Their hair is like steel needles, and their red eyes are evil. They usually frighten small groups of players. One of their claws can tear green equipment apart. AoE group attacks are frequent. Countless players in the novice area have been defeated here. The public screen is wailing every day, the elite wolf is too perverted, and the nanny can't keep up. As soon as Lin Fan stepped into the territory of the wolf pack, a system warning popped up, warning, the danger level of the elite area is S. It is recommended to form a team of more than 20 people. Scattered players were watching from a distance. Someone recognized him and whispered, is that Lin Fan? The monster that just killed the Tree King? Entering the elite area alone. You are looking for death. A level 25 archer shook his head, his voice trembling, so what if he is level 30? The attack power of the elite wolves exceeds 500, and they continue to output. No matter how thick the health bar is, they can't hold it back. Just watch, they will be eaten alive by the wolves immediately. The ridicule came like a tide, but Lin Fan turned a deaf ear. With a thought in his mind, he tested the fusion system, God Wars, Crazy Slash, skill was superimposed on the illusion worlds, divine power amplification, and the data flowed in his mind, forcing fusion. Ding! Skill fusion is successful. Create, divine power slash, range slash, damage equal to strength x 2.5, all attributes increased by 20%, CD, 30 seconds. Lin Fan laughed, his blood boiling, come on, the era of useless people is over. The first iron-blooded wolf pounced, claws flashing, pre-damage minus 650. Lin Fan did not dodge, holding the sword with one hand, purple light erupted. The sword buzzed, the air twisted, and he roared, divine power slash. Boom! A purple-black sword energy exploded like a tornado, tearing the space within a 30-yard radius. 20 elite wolves froze at the same time, and their health bars poured out like an avalanche. Minus 4,980. Critical hit. Minus 5,210. Range instant kill. Minus 4,992. Divine power suppression. The numerical value skyrocketed, the wolf corpses exploded, pieces of flesh and blood rained down, and deep pits exploded on the forest floor. Experience points poured in like a flood, ding ding ding. Left point 30, left point 31, left point 32. Go straight to LV point 35. Infinite evolution, triggered 20 times, power plus 20% 1066.56. The attack power exceeded the 2000 mark, and the panel flashed, attack power, 2567. The onlookers were dumbfounded. A mage girl knelt on her knees, dropped her staff, and said in a sharp voice, 20 elite wolves, clear the field with one blow. Nearly 5,000 damage. My full-level fireball is only 800. What kind of monster panel is this? The archer rubbed his eyes and murmured, divine power. Self-created skills. The limit of the fusion system. Is this a linkage benefit? No, his ID has a golden linkage pioneer. The Reincarnation Stone has been activated. It has over 1,000 powers and has never been seen in the novice area. The public screen instantly exploded. World, Lin Fan has attacked the wolves again. 20 kills with one sword, what a magical skill. World, Iron-Blooded Guild, please come, this kid is going to defy the heavens. Players swarmed in, forming a circle from a distance, not daring to get close. Their eyes were mixed with jealousy and admiration. Someone uploaded live, Big Boss, please bring me. What are the attributes of your purple suit? Adaptive evolution, it's so counterintuitive. Lin Fan's breathing calmed down, his equipment set buzzed and upgraded, the purple light became stronger, defense plus 500, and the additional skill, Wolf Soul Protection, was automatically unlocked. His body felt like a magical weapon, and every step made the ground tremble slightly. At this moment, a figure emerged from the forest, ID, Su Yu, left .28 Tactical Assistant Division, dressed in blue, with a staff in his hand flashing green light. Brother Fan. That's awesome. The announcement has flooded the screen. I came from the intermediate area. Su Yu stared at the pile of wolf corpses on the ground with wide eyes, and his voice trembled, that sword just now. I felt the vibration through the woods. Your power, 1066. Attack breaking 2500. God, what kind of black technology is this Reincarnation Stone? Lin Fan patted him on the shoulder, and his blood surged, Yuzi, Brother Iron. This thing is not simple. After activation, it integrates the God War and Illusion world systems, awakens, infinite evolution, and kills enemies to become stronger, with no upper limit. There are ancient runes in the stone, the legacy of the god of games. Don't talk about it yet, the Iron-Blooded Guild is here. Let's form a team and try out your assistance in completing hidden missions. Su Yu's eyes lit up and he quickly sent a team application, ding. Team formation is successful. My talent, Tactical Eye, can mark the enemy's weaknesses and increase all attributes of teammates by 30%. Brother Fan, you are the Master C, and I am the Master. The surrounding players heard this and started talking about it, Su Yu. That tactical wizard in the mid-level area. Teaming up with Lin Fan. This combination is invincible. An assassin blushed with envy, the auxiliary gain is 30%, and Lin Fan's attack has increased by 750, breaking 3,000. We individual soldiers are crying and fainting. Lin Fan nodded, and Su Yu waved his staff, shrouded in green light, tactical amplification is on. Team strength plus 30%, attack plus 30%. Lin Fan's panel jumped, attack power, 2567 3337. With his blood burning like fire, he scanned the forest, and the system prompted a hidden mission refresh, Wolf King's Lair, kill the hidden boss Iron-Blooded Wolf King and obtain a blue-equipped weapon. The Wolf King's lair is hidden deep in the forest, and the stone cave is gloomy. The Wolf King is a level 35 elite with a blood volume of 500,000. The skill, Blood Wolf Attack AoE is instant. The player watched from a distance, hidden boss. It takes a group of 30 people to dare to touch it. Lin Fan and 2 people. You are overestimating your capabilities. Lin Fan rushed in, and the Wolf King roared at him, with pre-damage of minus 1,200 from his claw attack. Su Yu shouted, weakness mark. Left rib, armor breaking state. The green aperture locked, Lin Fan's divine power charged up, and Su Yu assisted in opening the shield plus milk blood, continuous 30% gain. The sword energy explodes. Minus 8,332. Fatal. The Wolf King's health bar dropped wildly, and Su Yu's last-ditch tactics exploded, minus 1890. The two of them cooperated smoothly. The Wolf King attacked AoE violently, and Lin Fan's domain opened, slowing down by 50%. Su Yu's milk volume increased sharply, all milk is unified, and the health bar is full. After 3 swords were resolved, the Wolf King suddenly fell to the ground, and the blue weapon exploded. Wolf King's Fang, attack plus 800, additional tear. Lin Fan equipped his upper body, and his attack power soared to 3,800. Su Yu wiped his sweat and said in admiration, "Brother Fan, with this linkage event, we are invincible. The secret of the Reincarnation Stone is definitely a god-level prop in the game. Those Gu Han guys will die as many as they come." Players and onlookers screamed, "The blue boss weapon, 1 hit on the upper body. Their output, the panel is exposed. Lin Fan's identity exposed. The individual counterattack king. The guild is going crazy." Just as Lin Fan was about to reply, a cold female voice came from the edge of the forest. "You too, your health bars are low, and the elite area is too dangerous." A figure came gracefully, ID, Xia Wanqing, left. 32, a cold and charming healer, wrapped in a white robe, with silver hair like a waterfall, a face as beautiful as an ice sculpture, and a holy light staff in his hand shining with golden light. She just passed by and saw Lin Fan fighting in a team, and she vaguely noticed something strange. Although the health bar was full, there was still a realm left. The surrounding players gasped, "Xia Wanqing. The nanny goddess transferred to the fantasy world. Top 10 in the whole server for healing volume, so stunning that so many guilds kneel down to lick her." Xia Wanqing glanced at Lin Fan, and a strange color flashed in her eyes. The fluctuation of divine power just now was a fusion skill. "Your attributes are unusual. Let's form a team, I will support you, and we will share the spoils in the linkage event." Lin Fan narrowed his eyes. The secret of the Reincarnation Stone must not be revealed. Su Yu was also alert. "The goddess is kind, but we are used to 2 people." Xia Wanqing frowned slightly, and with a flick of the holy light, she replenished their status. When she touched it, she noticed Lin Fan's surge of power, exceptionally powerful. "You will regret rejecting me." As soon as Xia Wanqing finished speaking, whispers from the surrounding players surged like a tide. Some people whistled, while others stared at the cold goddess with wide eyes, their eyes filled with the flames of jealousy. The goddess was rejected? Is this guy Lin Fan out of his mind? Xia Wanqing's breast milk volume is the best in the entire server. How many guild bosses can't touch it even if they kneel down and lick it? A level 20 shield fighter wiped his sweat and said in a trembling voice, "Outside the elite wolf area, I just saw Lin Fan kill 20 wolves with 1 sword, and now he rejects the goddess. This group of casual people is so pretentious." However, the announcement in the Shadow Cave is flooding the screen. The first dungeon in Novice Village is open, boss Shadow Demon level 40, HP 2 million, Shadow Escape Teleport plus Dark Devouring AoE, what a dream. The entire server team has been clearing it for 3 days, and the group kill rate is 99%. When Su Yu heard this, his eyes lit up, and he leaned closer to Lin Fan and whispered, "Brother Fan, there is a lot of discussion on the public screen about the Shadow Cave. The first pass reward is a hidden professional scroll plus artifact, and the linkage event is limited. The Iron-Blooded Guild is forming a team of 50 people for a group challenge. Are we going to go out together? But, the boss teleportation is unsolvable, and he is dead because he doesn't have enough milk." Lin Fan glanced at the panel. Heat flow with a power of 1066.56 surged through his meridians. The Wolf King's fangs buzzed at his waist. The attack power of 3,800 made his fists clenched slightly and his joints made a crisp sound. He glanced at Xia Wanqing, and the interest hidden under her beautiful face made him think slightly. The secret of the Reincarnation Stone cannot be revealed completely, but there is no harm in forming a temporary team to clear the dungeon and use her milk to test the limit of fusion. Okay, Goddess Xia, we will form a temporary team and clear the shadow cave. The first pass will be equally divided, but my main C position, don't hold back. Xia Wanqing's eyes flashed, the corners of her lips raised slightly, the holy light staff tapped the ground, and the golden light shrouded the three of them. Ding! The temporary team formation was successful. My holy light domain, the whole team's blood regeneration plus 50%, damage reduction by 30%. Walk. Her. The voice was as cold as ice spring, but with a hint of unnoticeable excitement. The players around him gasped, 3 people are shadowing. Crazy. The boss is swallowed by darkness, and the shadow blade is dancing wildly. No matter how good the nanny is, she can't keep up with the teleportation output. Lin Fan and the others rushed towards the entrance of the cave. The shadow cave on the edge of Novice Village was like the mouth of a giant beast. Outside the cave, mist shrouded, the wind howled, the ground was covered with withered bones, and the screams of players being wiped out could be heard in the distance. The public screen wailed repeatedly, "World, another group is destroyed. The Shadow Demon King is too abnormal, teleport plus range, and the health bar evaporates. World, a group of 50 people from the Iron-Blooded Guild is blocked, and Guhan's personal expedition capsizes the ship." Inside the cave, the dim light of the torch flickers, the walls are covered with black vines, the air is bitingly cold, and the sound of footsteps echoes like the cry of ghosts. The sporadic player team retreated far away, and when they saw 3 people entering, they taunted the frying pan, Lin Fan. That linkage pioneer. So what about the left? 35, the first pass of 3 people. Laughing to death, boss shadow escape displacement, full-scale dark explosion, pre-injury 5,000 per second, 0% survival rate. A mage girl's legs were weak and she leaned against the wall, her voice trembling, "I'm in the top 100 of my milk supply. I just assisted the Iron Blood group and wiped them out in one wave. Corpses are everywhere. They go in and broadcast the group's destruction immediately." Lin Fan turned a deaf ear, and Su Yu's tactical eye scanned the environment. "Brother Fan, clear the way for the monsters. There are 10 shadow guards in front of the boss room, left. 38, focus the fire and kill them in seconds." He laughed, "Little dish." Divine power exploded, the purple-black sword energy swept across like a tornado, and the shadow guard's health bar collapsed, minus 12,450. Critical hit. Minus 13,020. Instant kill. The corpse exploded, the gravel on the cave wall spattered, and the experienced dings rushed up, left. 35-36. Going deep into the boss room, the Shadow Demon King stands in the center, 5 meters high, shrouded in black mist, with red eyes like a blood moon, and wielding shadow blades with 4 arms. System warning, Shadow Demon King, left. 40 legendary boss, 2 million HP, skills, Shadow Escape Teleport, no CD, Dark Swallowing, full map AoE, 5,000 damage per second, Shadow Blade Flurry, 100,000 single target burst. Recommended for groups of 100 people. The Demon King roared, and the sound was so loud that the gravel from the cave roof fell. "Intruder, die." Shadow Escape flashed, teleporting behind Lin Fan, slashing down with the Shadow Blade, pre-damage minus 8,500. The surrounding players screamed live, starting with Shadow Blade. Lin Fan's health bar dropped by 30%, "It's over." Su Yu shouted urgently, "Weakness mark. Back of the neck, broken defense by 20%. The green light locked on, and Xia Wanqing's holy light burst out, full milk into 1, blood recovery plus holy shield. Lin Fan's health bar was full instantly, and he tore the fangs of the Wolf King with his backhand, -9870. Tier dot. The Demon King roared, the darkness swallowed up, and the black mist flooded the whole place like a tide, -5000 per second. The player watched from a distance. In the entire map, AoE, even 50 people in Iron Blood can't suppress it. Now 3 of them. Wait for death. Xia Wanqing's white robe bulged, and the holy light field surged, fully open the field, damage reduction plus blood recovery doubled. Su Yu's auxiliary gain stack was full, all attributes plus 30%. Lin Fan felt that his power surged, infinite evolution, was triggered, and his power was 1066-1280. But the Demon King's shadow escape dodges continuously, and the shadow blades flurry locks on Xia Wanqing, pre-injury -100,000. Her face turned slightly pale, and the holy light was barely blocked. Lin Fan's blood rushed to his head. I've endured enough. Fusion system, extreme evolution. The data in her mind flowed wildly, and the divine power plus divine domain plus phantom clone were forced to fuse. Ding. Skill creation, fusion blast, range blast, damage equals strength times 10 plus all attributes increased by 50%, ignore defense, CD, 5 points. His eyes burst with purple light, the Wolf King's fangs were raised high, the air in the cave solidified, and the ground cracked like a spider web. Blast break. Rumble. The purple-black energy expanded like a nuclear explosion, and the space with a radius of 50 yards twisted and collapsed. A huge crater exploded in the cave wall. The black mist was torn apart. The Demon King's arms were stiff, and his health bar was like being hit by a divine hammer, -102,560. Critical hit. Ignore shadow escape. -108,920. Fusion suppression. With one blow, 2 million blood volume was cleared. The Demon King's corpse exploded, the fragments shot out like fireworks, the pit on the ground smoked, and the aftermath shocked the players outside the cave to stagger back. Ding! The first kill of the Shadow Demon King in the whole server. The player, Lin Fan, the linkage pioneer, has achieved it and will be rewarded with 100,000 reputation, a hidden career scroll, Spirit of Divine War, and an artifact necklace, Heart of Shadow. The public screen was paralyzed. World, first kill. Lin Fan hurts 100,000 with one hit. What the hell is the panel? World, Fusion Blast. A magical skill. The cave shook, and I felt an earthquake at the entrance of the village. Lin Fan gasped, experience surged, left 0.364045. Infinite evolution, stacked explosion, power 1282,560. He picked it up and dropped it, and the artifact necklace shone with black gold light, defense plus 2000, attack speed plus 300%, and additional shadow escape immunity. Scroll, Spirit of God of War, used. Ding. Successful career conversion. All attributes are doubled, unlocking exclusive to Spirit of God of War, attack speed breaks by 300%, evolution plus 5% per hit. Panel explosion, strength 5120, attack power 9800, 12,870 after Su Yu's gain, attack speed 320%. The purple and blue equipment is adaptive and the divine light is strong. Su Yu knelt down, his voice trembling, Brother Fan. 100,000 critical hits. Clear the level with the first 3 kills. Your power is doubled by 5120. Attack speed is 320. Even my support can't keep up with your sword shadow. This talent has infinite evolution and is invincible. Xia Wanqing's silver hair was scattered, her beautiful face was flushed, and the holy light staff was trembling slightly. She stared at Lin Fan, with brilliant eyes. The fluctuations of the fusion blast are like gods descending. Your attributes have exceeded the upper limit of the linkage. My milk volume has to be fully open to suppress the aftermath. Lin Fan, you are hiding too deep. Her hand touched his arm lightly, her heartbeat accelerated when she touched it, and her feelings were quietly growing like spring buds. Next time, don't do it temporarily, let's fix the team. Players outside the cave flocked to worship and knelt down. Great God. Reputation of 100,000, number 1 in the whole server. Hidden position of God War Spirit. Please take me in as a younger brother. The Iron-Blooded Guild is dumbfounded. Gu Han's 50-man group is still stuck. You three are the boss in seconds. The barrage in the live broadcast room was crazy. King of Lin Fan. Reincarnation Stone Black Technology, please give me a tutorial. A cold wind suddenly rose at the entrance of the cave, and Luo Li's blood moon sword buzzed. The tip of the sword pointed directly at Lin Fan's chest. The red light was like a poisonous snake spitting a letter, and the air was filled with the pungent smell of blood. Her gold-rimmed red armor flashed coldly in the afterglow of the torch, and the golden light of the ID suffix, Iron-Blooded Alliance, on the left .42 was dazzling. Behind her, an elite team of 20 people advanced like an iron wall, with shield warriors in front blocking the retreat. The mage archers drew their bowstrings full, and their murderous intent was pressing down on them. Players outside the cave flocked to watch, and hundreds of people crowded the entrance of the cave. The sky dimmed at dusk in Novice Village, and in the blink of an eye, the night fell, and the torches and skill light effects intertwined into a gorgeous killing field. Lin Fan laughed, his blood boiling, and he was about to reply when a cold light suddenly appeared at the entrance of the cave, and a proud female voice rang out, "The first kill belongs to me, Luo Li." The figure stood tall, ID, Luo Li, left. 42, a proud female swordsman, wearing gold-rimmed red armor, with a long sword like a blood moon, with an elite team of 20 people behind her, and the ally mark of the Iron Blood Guild flashing. Her eyes were like cold stars as she glanced at Lin Fan, Reincarnation Stone Activator. Hand over the scroll of the Spirit of Divine Warfare and the artifact necklace. In a joint incident, I, Luo Li's popular champion, will not be tainted by others. The war was declared, and the sword energy locked onto the three of them, with murderous intent boiling over. Loser trash, the first kill should be the Iron-Blooded Guild. Luo Li's voice was like broken ice, her arrogant chin slightly raised, her eyes full of contempt. Scroll of the Spirit of Divine War. Heart of Shadow. Hand over the shitty luck activated by the Reincarnation Stone. In a joint event, I, Luo Li, have reserved the championship. Boss Gu Han has personally promised to reward the robbers. With 20 elite people, crushing the three of you is like stepping on ants. Su Yu's face turned pale, and he scanned the enemy formation with his tactical eye, his voice trembling. Brother Fan, Luo Li's team has an average level of 38, and they are elite iron-blooded warriors. The front row's 5 shield battle defense breaks 1500, the back row mage AoE covers the whole field, and the archer penetrates and hits 50,000 crits. With her own blood moon sword skills, she ranks among the top 10 in the server due to single combat, and is invincible in the novice zone. Shall we retreat? The entrance to the cave is sealed, the guild forces are suppressing the situation, and the whole server is being broadcast live. Xia Wanqing held the holy light staff tightly, her delicate hands trembled slightly under her white robe, and her beautiful face showed solemnity for the first time. She scanned the enemy formation, the holy light field quietly unfolded, and the golden light protected the three of them. Luo Li's blood moon continuous slash, 5 times instantaneous, 20,000 pre-damage per hit, and I can't suppress a group attack with my top milk volume. Lin Fan, you still have 4 points left on the Fusion Explosion CD, fight head-on. The first guild battle in the novice area, the reputation is reduced to 0 after losing, the Reincarnation Stone is exposed, the whole server is chasing you. Passers-by players outside the cave gasped and talked about the situation. Someone screamed on the live broadcast, Luo Li is here. Iron-Blooded Deputy Alliance, Gu Han's confidant. Lin Fan and the others just killed the boss for the first time, and now they are blocked. Individuals versus guild, it's over. Luo Li defeated a group of 50 people with a single sword, knew the overlord of the hand area. A level 25 archer retreated with weak legs and said with a trembling voice, I personally saw 50 iron-blooded people defeat the Shadow Demon King for 3 days, and Luo Li's 20 elites have an explosive output. So what if Lin Fan's attack speed is 320%? The public screen was paralyzed instantly. World, the shadow kills Lin Fan for the first time, but Luo Li blocks the door. The Jagged Guild takes action, and the reward for the Reincarnation Stone is doubled. World, the guild war breaks out in the newcomer area. Luo Li, loose people get out of the linkage, grab all the drops. The barrage is like an avalanche, Master Lin Fan holds on. But with 20 elite people, the defensive shield wall cannot be solved, and no matter how good the nanny is, she can't keep up. Lin Fan's heart was filled with hot blood, his meridians with a power of 5,120 were trembling like a volcano, the Wolf King's fangs were buzzing and trembling in his palms, and his attack power of 12,870 made his joints crack. He glanced at Luo Li's arrogant and pretty face, and sneered at the corner of his mouth. The God of Games rune on the Reincarnation Stone was faintly hot. This was an opportunity to expand the stage. There was a guild conflict in the novice area, and the whole server was shocked after the sweep. But he deliberately lowered his voice and pretended to be hesitant. Miss Luo Li, how about if the one who kills me first gets an equal share? The iron-blooded guild is powerful, so I, the individual, will give in. Ha ha ha. Give in. Kneel down and lick your shoes. Luo Li laughed, his sword energy exploded, and the blood moon slash hit his face like a red dragon, seeking death. Instantaneous blood moon slash, 5 red rays tore the air, locked onto Lin Fan, pre-injury -20,000/hit. Su Yu and Xia Wanqing's health bars dropped wildly, their shields shattered and people flew away. Passers-by screamed, he's here in the blink of an eye. Lin Fan can't get out of the way. Lin Fan did not dodge or evade, the black gold light of the Heart of Shadow was strong, and the shadow escape was immune to triggering. The figure moved sideways for half a step like a ghost, and swept the fangs of the Wolf King with his backhand, divine power slash. The purple-black sword energy was like a mountain collapse, and Luo Li's eyes flashed with shock for the first time. This speed? Attack speed 320%. The sword energy hit her red armor, -15,680. Break defense. -16,240. Critical hit. Her health bar dropped by 15%, she staggered back 3 steps, and the cracks in her red armor spread. Vice Alliance. The iron-blooded elite roared, and the front row of 5 shield warriors rushed forward. The giant shield was like a wall, and the defense was 1,500 superimposed and taunted, iron wall formation. Control the field. The shield walls suddenly closed, taunting debuff to lock Lin Fan, and the back row mage chanted, Dark Storm. The whole field DOT is 3,000 per second. The archers rained down arrows, and the pre-damage exceeded 50,000. The cave trembled, gravel rained down, and the players shivered from a distance. There is no solution to the shield wall. Lin Fan was accused, and the group started fighting. Luo Li counterattacked. Su Yu gritted his teeth, and the green light of Tactical Eye flashed. Brother Fan, I blocked the road. Tactical blockade, the enemy speed is -50%, and the weakness mark is on the back of the neck. He rushed into the enemy's formation, and the blue-equipped auxiliary aura surged, and the whole team gained 30%. Xia Wanqing's silver hair was flying, and the holy light field was fully opened. Return to the holy explosion. Double the blood recovery and reduce damage by 50%. The golden light flooded the battlefield like a tsunami, and the health bars of the 3 people were filled instantly. Lin Fan laughed, infinite evolution was triggered, each hit plus 5%, and the attack speed soared to 350%. His figure turned into a purple shadow, and the shadows of his swords overlapped like an illusion, a fight between 3 people. Come. The first shield hit the huge shield, and he dodged and pierced the weak point of the back of the neck with the teeth of the Wolf King, minus 24,870. Instant kill. The shield corpse exploded, and fragments splashed all over Luo Li's face, and she widened her beautiful eyes, a sword and a shield. 1,500 pieces of paper. The second mage's dark storm was ready, but he used divine power to suppress it first, tear apart. Dot bleeding. The mage screamed and his health bar evaporated. Luo Li's face turned livid, her pride collapsed, and she danced wildly with the Blood Moon sword, Blood Moon explosion. Surrounded by 10 red lights, 3 people were locked in a range, and the damage was minus 100,000. But Su Yu's tactical blockade took effect, and her speed was reduced by half. Xia Wanqing's holy shield blocked it, invalid. Lin Fan's blood boiled. The exclusive evolution stack of Spirit of Divine War was full, and his power was 5,126,400. Fusion blast. The purple-black energy exploded again, distorting with a radius of 50 yards. Luo Li's red armor shattered, minus 128,000. Ignore defense. Minus 135,600. Suppression. Her health bar was cleared, and the body exploded. The rare sword fragment, Blood Moon fragment, landed on the ground with a clang and flew into Lin Fan's artifact necklace, ding. The artifact fusion. Shadow Blood Moon Heart, defense plus 2,500, attack speed plus 400%, additional Blood Moon blood sucking 20%. The whole place was dead silent. The iron-blooded 19 elites retreated with weak legs. The leader of the shield battle said in a trembling voice, Second Alliance. 1 hit second. Lin Fan's strength is 6,400. Attack power sword 15,000. Our defense is 1,500 like air. Luo Li's resurrection point flashed, staring from a distance, her pretty face was pale. You, the pioneer of the linkage, the spirit of the god of war is invincible. Boss Gu Han will not let it go. She led the remaining team to retreat in panic. Retreat, the public screen went crazy. World, Lin Fan single-handedly challenged Nian Luoli. In the guild battle in the novice area, the Sanren defeated the iron-blooded. The boss asks for help. World, Blood Moon Fragments Fusion Artifact. The panel is revealed, 50,000 life, defense 1,500 plus 2,500 is equal to 4,000, crushing the whole server. The barrage exploded, King of Lin Fan. Su Yu's auxiliary god, Goddess Xia's milk volume, the new combination is invincible. Lin Fan gasped and sheathed his sword. His health points were stable at 50,000, and his defense surged from 1,500 to 4,000. Heat surged in his body, and the runes of the Reincarnation Stone flashed brighter, the secret of the ancient game god, which vaguely pointed to the deeper layers of cross-game linkage. He turned to Su Yu, and the Iron Brothers knelt down and worshipped. Brother Fan, challenge 3 elites to kill instantly, use fusion blasts to clear the field. You have 50,000 lives, 4,000 defense, and sweep the novice area. The iron-blooded ones are all in disgrace, and all guilds in the server are in disgrace. Shock. Xia Wanqing came closer, her flushing still lingering, and she touched his arm lightly, feeling the electric current flowing through her heart. Luo Li, the popular champion of level 42, was forced to withdraw from the fixed team. How about my holy light, just for you? The third archer fired a hail of arrows. Lin Fan's attack speed danced wildly, and the shadow of his sword intercepted all the arrows, backlashing the archer, minus 31,200. A critical hit from the rebound. The archer's head exploded, and his body lay on the ground. Passers-by players were dumbfounded, and the live broadcast room collapsed, crushed 3 people in a duel. Lin Fan's sword and shadow are unparalleled. The Luo Li team is elite, with a defense of 1,500 and a health bar of 50,000, as fast as a dog. A nanny girl sat slumped, her voice trembling. I have nursed the Iron Blood group, and his attack speed. 350%. 20 swords per second. What kind of monster on the panel? Players outside the cave knelt down, and hundreds of people shouted, "Boss Lin Fan. Take on the younger brother." Reputation of 150,000, first in the server. A level 30 warrior burst into tears, "Just live broadcast, your sword shadow is like a god, each hit evolves plus 5%, infinite superposition. Linked with black technology, please reincarnate stone." The night wind howled outside the cave, and the torches in the novice village swayed into a sea of blood-red light. Hundreds of players surrounded the exit of the shadow cave like a tidal wave. A barrage of fanatical admiration flashed above the head of the ID. The blood-red battle posts on the public screen were still frantically refreshing. "Gu Han is here in person. The iron-blooded hundreds plus all server guilds alliance, the outside of the novice area is blocked, Lin Fan is dead." The air was filled with the smell of scorched earth, and on the distant horizon, a long dragon of torches was approaching like a giant python. The elite LV.50 vanguard of the iron-blooded guild had appeared, and there were many shield walls. The mages were chanting and roaring, and their murderous intent was rising into the sky. Lin Fan laughed and was about to reply when a blood-red announcement on the public screen suddenly hit the entire server, "Iron-blooded guild battle post, Gu Han, Lin Fan, the Reincarnation Stone belongs to Iron-blooded. Dropped on first kill, Spirit of War, all server guild alliances assemble, novices on the outskirts of the area, a group of hundreds of people will destroy you." The linkage event, the legacy of the game god, is only supported by the guild. Follow-up news surged, Xuanjia Alliance, Iron-blooded call, all guilds in the server have responded. Luo Li has taken revenge, and Gu Han is here. Xia Wanqing held the holy light staff tightly, her beautiful face under the white robe was as pale as snow, her silver hair danced in the night wind, panic flashed in her eyes for the first time, her delicate hands involuntarily pulled Lin Fan's sleeve, the touch was as warm as fire. "Lin Fan, Gu Han is the top 3 overlords in the server, with 100,000 members of the Iron-blooded guild, and the alliance calls for at least 500 people. Your defense is 4,000, but hundreds of people take turns to grind blood, and the fusion explosion CD is empty after 5 points, even if the amount of milk is doubled, the entire DOT cannot be suppressed. Players are saying, we are finished." A passerby outside the cave shivered, and a level 35 mage knelt on his knees, crying, "Iron blood killed 500 people in the group last time, and Gu Han destroyed the boss with an axe, and the output of the boss exceeded 200,000. Now the 100-man group has fallen, and the whole server guild is taking revenge." Lin Fan's heart felt like iron, the Reincarnation Stone rune was burning faintly on his chest, his meridians with a power of 6,400 were awakening like a dragon, and the fangs of the Wolf King with an attack power of 15,000 plus kept buzzing. He glanced at the long line of torches approaching, deliberately lowered his voice, and pretended to hesitate. Xia Wanqing, you are right. Gu Han is here in person, the Iron-blooded alliance, the 3 of us will fight head-on. There is no danger to defend in the novice area, and there is no retreat." Before he finished speaking, he played. Everyone was talking about it, Lin Fan gave in. The big boss is also afraid of Gu Han. The public screen avalanche, world, Lin Fan gives in. The iron-blooded hundreds have arrived at the entrance of the village, Luo Li takes the lead in calling for battle. The barrage taunted like a knife, "You were invincible just now you are a loser." Just when everyone sighed in despair and Su Yu and Xia Wanqing turned pale, Lin Fan suddenly laughed wildly at the corner of his mouth, "Spirit of divine war," golden light flashed, and the ID suffix, linkage pioneer, golden light blinded the eyes of the surrounding players. "Coward. I will take you to fly. Gu Han's 100-man group. Let them eat shit first." Su Yu, tactical blockade marks the weak point of the village entrance. Xia Wanqing, the holy light field is fully activated, and the audience is full of juice. The goal is to complete the hidden chain mission on the intermediate map, avoid the pursuers, upgrade the equipment to another level, and kill Gu Han. His figure flashed out like purple lightning, the purple light of the Wolf King's fangs surged, the attack speed was 400% plus superimposed like a ghost, Xia Wanqing's health bar was instantly full, and he could keep up. Players outside the cave were dumbfounded, and an archer rubbed his eyes and screamed. Lin Fan didn't retreat but advanced instead, rushing straight to the entrance of the village to the iron-blooded vanguard. Crazy. Su Yu's tactical eye locked on the 10 shield weakness at the entrance of the village, and the green light mark flashed. Brother Fan, the weak point is on the back of the neck. Block the speed by -50%. 0. The three of them turned into streams of light and hit the iron-blooded vanguard's shield wall. Boom. Lin Fan's first strike was like a mountain of purple-black sword energy. Critical hit, the shield was shattered into pieces, and the corpse exploded with blood. The second strike was fused with the shadow escape and pierced the mage's throat, -31,200. DOT bleeding. The leader of the iron-blooded vanguard looked livid and his voice trembled. This attack speed is 450%. 30 swords per second. Power 6400 to break our entire team's shields. Withdraw. Boss Gu Han, the enemy is too fierce. Players collapsed onlookers, and the popularity of the live broadcast room exceeded 100 million. Lin Fan opened W. A single brush of 10 elites was like chopping vegetables, and the village entrance to the novice area was filled with blood. A nanny player collapsed and cried, his life of 50,000 is as stable as a mountain, his defense is 4,000 plus holy light damage reduction, he is invincible. Su Yu's tactical god mark, Goddess Xia's milk volume monster, our individual dream squadron Wu. Gongping worshipped wildly, world, Lin Fan broke out of the siege. Go straight to the ancient ruins, Gu Han's pursuers were defeated. The three of them broke through the blockade and rushed into the intermediate map portal in the night. The vast yellow sand of the ancient ruins rushed towards them. The ruins of the ancient ruins stood eerily under the moonlight. The wind and sand stirred up ghosts and howls, and the guardian beasts roared in the sky. Deep in the ancient ruins, the hidden chain mission, Guardian of the Ancient Gods, was automatically triggered. Lin Fan cleared the way with a single brush, and Su Yu Xia Wanqing escorted him. A sandstorm is raging, with visibility less than 10 yards. The first wave of elite sand scorpions, 20 LV, 40, pounces on them. The pre-damage of the pincer sting is 10,000 per hit, and the DOT stack is full in seconds. Su Yu's face turned pale. Brother Fan, the sand scorpion defense is 2,500, the poison DOT is 2,000 per second, the whole area. The difficulty of the hidden mission is S level, single brush. Even the Iron Blood group is blocked. Injury, but the elite group attacks quickly and has no way to control the field. The individual players passing by watched from a distance, trembling. Ancient ruins. Lin Fan is here. Guardian Beast LV, 50 epic level, output 300,000 per claw, 99% of the Sand Scorpion group annihilation rate. Lin Fan laughed. Infinite evolution was triggered, each hit plus 5% stack, power 6,408,000. Look, one skill will instantly swarm. He raised the Wolf King's fangs high, and the red and black light of Shadow Blood Moon Heart intertwined, and the artifact automatically merged with the fragments of Luo Li's Blood Moon. Ding. Epic upgrade, Blood Moon Shadow Heart. Defense plus 4,000, attack speed plus 500%, Blood Moon blood sucking 30% plus shadow escape immunity upgrade are all ignored. The attack power soared to 20,000 plus. The domain of God is open. The radius of the purple gold domain is 100 yards, the enemy speed is -70%, and all own attributes are plus 50%, fusion explosion. The energy nuclear explosion distorts the sand sea, and the 20 sand scorpion pincers shatter, -150,000. Ignore defense. -168,000. Suppress critical hits. The entire group evaporates, experience surges, and Lin Fan's level jumps from LV.45 to 50 in a ding-ding sequence. Su Yu's eyes widened and his voice trembled. Brother Fan. 20 elites per second in one hit. 20,000 attack, 8,000 strength. The epic artifact self-melts, and the attack speed is 500% like lightning rain. The hidden chain mission leads directly to the final guardian beast. Xia Wanqing's beautiful eyes were shining brightly, her cheeks were flushed, and her heartbeat was like a war drum. Lin Fan, your evolution is infinite. I have never seen it before. I will join the fixed team. The holy light is only for you, and my love has been determined. She took the initiative to send a team invitation. Lin Fan nodded and laughed. The team was officially locked, and the three of them had a tacit understanding. Su Yu wiped his sweat and worshipped. The goddess confessed. Brother Fan is so charming. My tactical eye mark plus 40% gain, 100% team understanding, invincible iron triangle. The hidden chain advanced, and the guardian beast Ancient Tsar appeared with a roar, a left .50 epic beast, a health bar of 2 million, a claw attack range of 500,000, and a sandstorm AoE of 50,000 per second. The Tsar's claws smashed down, causing the ground to crack and the landslide to collapse, pre-injuring 3 people. Destroy. Lin Fan did not dodge. Heart of the Blood Moon sucked blood, fully activated shadow escape immunity, reflexive, phantom clone, 5 shadows came out, and the divine power was cut and danced, minus 45,000. Critical hit for each shadow. The Tsar's blood bar dropped by 10%, and the roar was deafening. Human, infinite power. Su Yu's tactical blockade marked the beast's neck, weakness. Brother Fan, reduced the speed by 60%. Xia Wanqing's holy light field surged, double the whole milk, damage reduction by 80%. Lin Fan's evolution stack is 8,000 10,000, and the fusion blast charge is, explosion. The nuclear explosion hits the core, minus 500,000. Instant kill. Ding. The hidden drop is, Reincarnation Talisman. The talent is increased by 50%, and the attack power exceeds 30,000. The level reaches 55, and the reputation reaches the top 10. Su Yu's forehead was dripping with cold sweat. The green light of Tactical Eye swept across the enemy formation in the distance, and his voice was trembling. Brother Fan, Gu Han's battle post is not a joke. The average level of the iron-blooded main force is 45 to 55, the defensive shield formation of the 100-man group has over 10,000 stacks, and the ice and fire AoE in the back row is 100,000 range per wave. Encircling damage, the archer's poisonous arrows are stacked up in seconds. Luo Li has reunited and is expected to surround the entire novice village within 10 minutes. No matter how good the 3 people are, they can't withstand the Guild C. But the map exits are all blocked, and the novice area is full of traps. The ruins players collapsed from a distance, and a level 48 warrior knelt down, his voice trembling like chaff. Lin Fan single-handedly masters the epic guardian. One skill will kill the elite group in seconds, and the reincarnation talisman is the only one in the server. His panel. 100,000 health, 8,000 defense, 600% attack speed. Our guild the Tsar who had been killed countless times was beaten like a dog. The public worshipped the explosion, Lin Fan's first kill in ancient times. The epic artifact plus the reincarnation amulet, the number 1 in the whole server. The iron-blooded hundreds were still dumbfounded at the entrance of the village. Big Brother Iron Triangle, please take him away. Deep in the ancient ruins, the moonlight shines like silver hooks on the broken walls, the yellow sand whispers in the night wind and stirs up ghostly whirlpools, the Tsar's corpse turns into golden light particles and slowly dissipates, and the air is filled with the pungent aftertaste of scorched earth and blood. Lin Fan took a long breath, the teeth of the Wolf King returned to their sheaths and buzzed, the runes on the Heart of Blood Moon shadow necklace pulsed like a heartbeat, the amulet of reincarnation was automatically embedded into the artifact, blue and gold light intertwined, and the system prompts a series of flashes on the screen. ding. The amulet of reincarnation has been successfully integrated, the talent, infinite evolution, has been permanently increased by 50%, and all attributes have been doubled again. Strength 20,000, Agility 25,000, and Constitution 22,000. Spirit 18,000, Attack Power soared to 60,000 plus, Health 200,000, Defense 16,000 plus, Attack Speed 800%. With a wave of his hand, the afterimage of God's domain swept across the sand, and the remains of the left .40 elite sand scorpion evaporated instantly. The aftermath of experience, ding ding, pushed the level to LV. Su Yu sat slumped on a wind-eroded boulder. The green light of his, tactical eye, dimmed. He rubbed his temples, his voice still trembling with the trembling of the battle just now. Brother Fan, once your reincarnation talisman is fused, the attributes will directly change the sky. The strength of 20,000 breaks the global record, and the attack speed of 800% means 80 swords per second. The Tsar's 2 million blood was polished by 10% of your 5 shadow clones, and the fusion blast a 500k instant kill, and I can't keep up with your pace in marking weaknesses. The public screen of the whole server is still brushing your first kill, and the reputation is 250,000. Gu Han, the iron-blooded Sunzi Kunku was thrown away by you, I guess he is vomiting blood. He was breathing heavily, his blue tactical robe was stained with dust, but he couldn't help but grin. The team's tacit understanding bar was locked at 200%, and the green light surrounded the three of them like an iron wall. Xia Wanqing's white robe fluttered lightly, and the staff of holy light stood against the stone. Her silver hair cascaded like a waterfall in the moonlight, her beautiful face was flushed, and her eyes were as brilliant as the stars reflecting Lin Fan's figure. She caressed Lin Fan's arm with her slender hands, the touch was as soft as jade, and her voice was soft and charming. Lin Fan, your infinite evolution, is simply a miracle. Just now, the Tsar's claw hit 500,000 AoE, and my holy light field reduces damage by 80% and milks 10,000 per second. 200,000 lives are as stable as a mountain. After joining the team, my Gi Holy Explosion will be exclusively locked to you, with an increase of 20% for all attributes. No one can break this iron triangle. She came closer, the scent of fragrance was blowing, her heartbeat could be clearly heard in the silent sea of sand, and the holy light around her body was like a lover's embrace, quietly wrapping around Lin Fan's health bar. Lin Fan laughed and sat down cross-legged, with his back against the ancient ruin's stone pillars. The Reincarnation Stone was faintly hot on his chest, and the ancient runes were swimming like living things. It's cool. The first kill in the ancient world was not only about the talisman, but the Tsar also exploded, Essence of Ancient Gods, X3. System prompts, equipment can be enhanced. Equipped with adaptive evolution, swallow one of the Wolf King's fangs, ding. The blue equipment upgrades to the purple gold, Ancient Wolf Fang, the attack is plus 3,000, and the additional Sandstorm Tear DOT is 5k per second, ignoring 50% of the defense. He fed all three essences to the artifact, Blood Moon Shadow Heart. Buzzing again, epic advancement, Heart of the Reincarnated Blood Moon. Defense plus 8,000, attack speed plus 1,000%, Blood Moon blood sucking 50%, Shadow Escape immunity 100% for all attributes, new, Divine Battlefield, range 200 yards, all enemy speed minus 90%, defense reduction 80%, all attributes plus 100%, CD 10 points. The value on the panel is soaring, the attack power is close to 100,000, and the strength is superimposed to 30,000. He squeezes his fist at will, the air bursts like thunder, and the sand is sunk into a 3-meter deep pit. At the edge of the ruins, more than a dozen individual players were peeping from a distance. They were originally the level 45 team that was hunting sand scorpions. At this moment, their legs were as soft as mud. A shield-fighting ID, iron-armed Mad Bull, was staring and his eyes were about to fall out. His voice shook like a candle in the wind, fuck. Lin Fan self-destructed the epic upgrade after taking stock of the equipment. I haven't heard of the divine weapon self-melting talisman, and the attribute panel exploded all over the server. In 1 week, he killed the 20-person group card king in our guild. Are you still upgrading? The reputation is 250,000, the king of Sanren. The mage girl next to her blushed and screamed, Goddess Xia's milk volume monster, Su Yu's tactical mark magic skill. The popularity of the live broadcast was 1 billion, and Gu Han's public screen was still shouting. It's locked, who dares to mess with it now? There was an avalanche of barrages on the public screen. World, Lin Fan's ancient god is fully equipped. The reincarnation amulet is exclusive to all servers, and the iron-blooded pursuers are still defeated on the road. The three of them sat around the campfire, the blue flame camp where Su Yu's tactical props were instantly activated. The night wind and gravel smashed against the broken walls, and it was temporarily quiet like a breather before a storm. Lin Fan gnawed on the roasted sand wolf leg supplied by the system, juices overflowing, and grinned. Su Yu, analyzed the competition. The God War broke out, all servers plus Xuanjia cross-server, registration is open. Gu Han locked me, the iron-blooded 100,000 member alliance has at least 1,000 people. The intermediate map is the appetizer, the next stage of the secret realm competition. The resonance of the Reincarnation Stone is getting stronger and stronger. I feel that the god of games hides a big secret. Su Yu nodded, tactical eyes, projected map hologram. Brother Fan, predict that the iron-blooded pursuers will arrive within 30 minutes. Luo Li has brought 20 elites to resurrect and join together. After the village entrance breakthrough, they jumped over the wall. But now you have no solution. Once the divine battlefield is opened, a 100-man group is like a pig or a sheep. The competition is divided into 3 rounds, qualifying melee, team elimination, and final thrown 1v1. I mark plus 50% field control. Xia Meizi is so hot that she will win. Xia Wanqing's eyes were lingering, the holy light gently replenished the blood, and she said softly, Lin Fan, I checked the cross-server information of the fantasy world. The Reincarnation Stone comes from the ancient era of divine warfare. The activator can control both game systems. Gu Han covets this point. The guild token has the function of summoning clones. It is risky for him to come in person, so he will probably send clones to explore the way first. Don't worry, after upgrading my holy light field, my group control damage reduction is 90%, and my range is 20,000 per second. I will stay by your side. She leaned on Lin Fan's shoulder, her silver hair brushing his cheek, and the air became ambiguous. Su Yu turned his head and pretended to look at the map, and chuckled, the iron triangle is as deep as the sea, Brother Fan's charm is invincible. Lin Fan's heart felt warm, and the Reincarnation Stone runes suddenly lit up, and the ancient saying murmured, Guardian, the door to the linkage is open. He frowned, and was about to investigate further, when a sandstorm suddenly broke out in the distance, and a long dragon with fire torches snaked towards him like a blood python. The system alarm was piercing, ding. The iron-blooded guild's elite group of 100 people invaded the ancient ruins. Gu Han's clone led the army, and Luo Li's deputy alliance locked the target. The sand sea was churning, hundreds of figures rushed out of the storm, the shield wall had a stacked defense of 30,000 plus, the ice and fire mages in the back row chanted AoE to charge up, the mage deity poisonous mist filled the air, and the archers rained arrows like locusts. Gu Han's clone LV-60 giant axe overlord ID, iron-blooded cold king, stood in the air, the axe light tore through the night sky, the sound was like thunder. Lin Fan. Hand over the Reincarnation Stone, iron-blooded spares your life. The 100-man regiment is in full formation, with shield blast protection of 50,000, AoE of 200,000 per wave. Luo Li leads 20 swordsmen to block the road, your iron triangle cannot fly without wings. Su Yu's face turned pale, and his tactical eye scanned the enemy formation, his voice trembling, Brother Fan, it's broken. The projection of Gu Han's clone has an output of 300,000/hit, 500,000 life, and 100,000 DOT per second for 100 people. The poisonous injury, Luo Li's Blood Moon sword has been repaired by 70%, and the 20 elite speed is plus 200%. The sand traps are all triggered, we can't stop the whole crowd, and the retreat is blocked. Xia Wanqing clenched the holy staff tightly, her beautiful eyes flashed with panic, and she pulled it. Lin Fan, a sea of 100 people. My domain can only cover 30 yards, and the range of Gu Han's axe can't beat your shadow escape. The scattered people of the ruins collapsed from a distance, and an archer's legs went weak and howled, the main iron-blooded force is here. Kill me last time. There are 50 people in our guild, but no matter how good Lin Fan is, he can't handle the blood grinding of DOT, and the whole server is live broadcast, the end of individual people. The public screen mocked the friar, world, Lin Fan is showing off. Gu Han's group of hundreds of people crushed him, and the Reincarnation Stone changed its owner. Lin Fan sheathed his sword and laughed, the Reincarnation Talisman runes resonated with the Reincarnation Stone, and the whisper of the ancient god of games loomed, is a deep linkage crisis coming? Su Yu analyzed excitedly, Brother Fan, the team has perfect tacit understanding. In the next battle with Gu Han's 100 men, all tactical predictions will be broken. Event notice, registration for the God War Outbreak contest is open. Top players across the server compete for the legendary throne, and the champion will receive the ultimate legacy of the God of Games. Posts on the public screen flooded with, Iron-blooded, Gu Han, Lin Fan, registration is locked for you. The competition venue will be slaughtered by a group of 100 people. Just when everyone sighed in despair and Su Yu and Xia Wanqing's health bar dropped wildly, Lin Fan laughed wildly and stood up, and the heart of the reincarnated blood moon flashed. Have you repaired enough, Gu Han? A group of 100 people are here to send equipment. Divine War Field, open. Zijin. The 200-yard field suddenly expanded, and the sand sea froze. The enemy's speed dropped by 90%, and all defense was reduced by 80%. Gu Han's clone axe froze in mid-air, this, field suppression. Lin Fan's figure exploded like purple electricity, and the ancient wolf. The sword attack speed is 1000% and the sword rain pours down, divine power / fusion explosion. The first wave of 50 shields are shattered, minus 500,000. Range instant kill. Flesh and blood spatters, corpses explode with golden light, Su Yu's green light mark, weak point lock. Field control minus 60%. Xia Wanqing holy light tsunami, group milk explosion. 95% damage reduction. Luo Li was shocked and joined forces, sword energy assist attack. 50 people evaporated, and experience surged to Lin Fan level 65. Luo Li's red armor reflected the moon, her arrogant face was twisted, and she pointed her sword at Lin Fan, untouchable, give me the fragment of the blood moon. But as Gu Han smiled, Gu Han's clone whispered, Luo Li, killing you first is useless, the alliance orders, kill Lin Fan and then destroy you. Luo Li's eyes turned to Gu Han with murderous intent, you, betrayal. She actually betrayed, and the sword light slashed towards the iron-blooded shield, the traitor dies first. Gu Han's clone roared, impossible. Attacking 100,000 and ignoring defense. The giant axe hit, Lin Fan was immune to shadow escape, and he turned around and surrounded him with 5 shadow clones, explode. The nuclear explosion hit directly, minus 1,200,000. Kill the clone. Gu Han's corpse exploded, ding. Drop, iron-blooded guild token, self-melting system. Guild function unlocked, summon iron-blooded elf plus all attributes plus 20%, level up to level 70, attack power 150,000. The live broadcast of the server collapsed, and the players defected and worshipped. Lin Fan defeated the enemy in 50 seconds. Killed Gu Han's clone, and gained 300,000 reputations. The scattered people knelt down and shouted, the boss is invincible. After the phantom of God dissipated, the sea of sand in the ancient ruins suddenly twisted into a golden vortex, and the system holographic projection suddenly unfolded like a sky curtain, ding. The God War Outbreak Linkage event, the battle for the legendary throne has officially begun. The preliminary map, Fantasy Border, is transmitted across servers, report 30-minute countdown to the famous channel. A melee between all server and mysterious world players, 50 out of 100 in the first round of qualifying, a team of 3 to 5 people, a point system for kills, and 50% of reputation will be deducted for losers. The pungent smell of sulfur and ionization filled the air, and there was a faint smell in the distance. The screams of the players were faintly heard, and the wails of the iron-blooded remnants echoed in the night sky like the howls of ghosts and wolves. The sand grains were still rolling in the pool of blood. The blood stains on Luo Li's red armor were still wet. She gasped and took half a step back. A rare fear flashed in her beautiful eyes. The tip of her sword was lowered and pointed at Lin Fan, temporary contact. That's it. The real story of the competition, I won't let you keep the secret of the Reincarnation Stone. The figure flashed and turned into blood and fled into the sandstorm, leaving a cold snort. Gu Han, the resurrection army is on the way, can you hold on? Su Yu's face was livid, and the green light of Tactical Eye scanned the surroundings frantically, projecting a broken image of the iron-blooded guild. Brother Fan, bad luck. Luo Li's information is accurate. Gu Han's real body did not show up, but after the guild token was melted by you, they used the resurrection crystal to forcefully swipe the group of 100 people, and they are expected to gather reinforcements from the mysterious realm in 10 minutes and go straight to the competition venue. The reputation of 300,000 number 1 is a double-edged sword, and the live broadcast of the whole server is targeting us. The barrage has exploded. World, Lin Fan's divine armor is in the sky, he will overturn in the preliminaries. Thousands of iron-blooded people swear to destroy the Sanren king. His fists clenched, blue robes were flying with dust, and his legs were slightly weak. The residual power of the 100-man group's instant kill was still there, but with this cross-server linkage, the average level of the players in the fantasy world was .55+, the skills were different, and the poisonous fog on the border map plus the fantasy beasts were running around. No matter how high the tacit understanding was, you still had to kneel down. Xia Wanqing held the holy staff tightly, her white robe hunted in the moonwind, and her silver hair covered half of her beautiful face. Panic surged in her beautiful eyes, and her delicate hands involuntarily grabbed the corner of Lin Fan's clothes, her voice trembling in crying, Lin Fan. The preliminaries of the God War competition are a slaughterhouse, and players from the mysterious realm and illusionary realm bring cross-server BUFF, all attributes plus 30%, map affinity summons the local beast king, the live broadcast audience exceeds 100 million, the reputation returns to 0 after losing, our fixed team only has 3 people, Luo Li's team has signed up, her sword energy AoE breaks the edge of your field. Gu Han revives Jun Roa and breaks into the field. Iron Blood plus Xuanjia Alliance. There are at least 500 people in the alliance, and my holy light field can only cover 50 yards. The 20,000 per second group milk cannot hold up the DOTC. Her body trembled slightly, and the holy light surrounded Lin Fanru for her last support. Her fragrant shoulders shrank, and the air was filled with ambiguous but suppressed despair. The individual players in the distance had already started. As they began to evacuate, a mage with the ID, Wind Shadow Ranger, howled from a distance, Boss Lin Fan is mighty. But the iron-blooded public screen declares war, lock the coordinates in the preliminaries, resurrect the army and slaughter the Iron Triangle. We scattered people stay away, the live broadcast room has 1.5 billion hits, Gu Han himself said, Reincarnation Stone, return it with blood. The Reincarnation Stone on Lin Fan's chest was as hot as a soldering iron, and the runes of ancient gods roamed the veins. He suppressed the throbbing in his heart, and laughed wildly to cover up the shadow inside. Suppressed enough. Sign up for the God War competition. I'm here to rule the throne. The system dinged, ding. Lin Fan Linkage Pioneer has successfully registered, the team, Iron Triangle, Su Yu, Xia Wanqing. Teleported to the Fantasy Border preliminaries. The golden light enveloped the 3 of them, and the ruins of the Sand Sea suddenly collapsed. The vision was distorted into an endless galaxy, and the wind and thunder roared in the ears. They arrived at the fantasy border, a floating cliff, filled with purple mist like a ghost land, and blood-red vines on the cliff. Crystals, cracks in the ground spurt out green poisonous mist, each puff of blood is deducted 500 per second, fantasy beasts in the mountains in the distance roar to the sky, a group of .60 plus shadow leopards on the left flashes with dim light, the air is bitingly cold, players are like ants densely packed, the public screen avalanches, world, the preliminaries begin. 100 teams melee, points. The top 50 advanced. The overlord of the mysterious realm, Phantom King, led the team to defeat the Tianxuan rookies. Lin Fan's Iron Triangle faced off against the Thunder Alliance 5-man left group. The individual players were defeated. The live broadcast camera was locked, and hundreds of millions of viewers were barraging. Lin Fan pretends to be the king, and the cross-server fantasy beast is restrained. Wait and see. The preliminaries bell sounded like a death knell, and the Iron Triangle teleported to the cliff in area. Lin Fan's panel shown, left .70 Spirit of God War, power 30,000 plus, attack 150,000 plus, attack speed 1000% plus, but the poisonous fog had already deducted 10,000 from his health bar. The green light of Su Yu's tactical robe dimmed. Brother Fan, the map debuff is fully turned on. The poisonous fog DOT is 2k per second, the Phantom Beast affinity increases the damage of enemy summons by 50%, the Thunder Alliance shield battle has 300,000 defenses, the Mage's Thunder Net charges 300,000 AoE, and the Archer's penetrating arrow locks your weaknesses. We have a tacit understanding of 200% and have to control the field first. Heals the rookie, slows down the enemy by 30%, and freezes DOT, but the group speed of the 5 is increased by 150%. The 5 people from the Thunder League on the opposite side are approaching with a ferocious smile. The axe shield of the shield battle ID, Thunder God's Fortress, hits the ground, and the lightning bursts. Haha, Lin Fan. The ancient myth. Cross-server fantasy world, map affinity, we are invincible. Thunder Net opens, range deduction speed 80%, the damage is 250,000 per wave, no matter how high your attack speed is, you can't penetrate the 3 shields and the defense is 60,000. The mage chanted, and the purple thunder surrounded the 3 people, and the archers rained down, -8,000 crit. Kneel down, Sanren King. The audience barraged, poisonous fog plus thunder net, the health bar is crazy, Lin Fan's Hen Domain CD is just 10 points, and he is out of the preliminaries. Lin Fan's health bar suddenly dropped by 50,000, Shadow Escape barely managed to dodge 3 arrows, the heart of the reincarnated blood moon pulsed, the suppressed anger in his heart burst out, and the fusion system buzzed, ding. Cross-game linkage activation, Illusion World, map skills unlocked. Illusion World Beast Summoning, strength times 2, damage doubled, summon LV.70 the Blood Shadow Wolf King assists in the battle. In the purple mist, a 3-headed Blood Wolf King suddenly appeared, and the giant claw tore through the thunder net, roar, the claw attack broke through the shield defense line, -300,000. The sandstorm tore through 10k DOT per second. Su Yu's eyes widened, and the green light of his, tactical eye, flashed. Weakness of the Wolf King, Brother Fan, a magical skill. The Wolf King's attack speed is 500%, and he controls the field to lock the Thunder's back row. I block the plus 50% deceleration. He instantly casts a tactical net, and the enemy archer stiffened, weakness explodes. Control of the field is perfect. Explode. Freezing Thunder Network DOT, 30,000 per second plus 95% damage reduction, special lock Lin Fan's all attributes plus 25%. The poisonous mist freezes into frost, and the Iron Triangle's health bar fills up instantly. Her face flushes with excitement. Lin Fan, the Wolf King doubles the damage, feed it with your ancient wolf Fang, and evolve the divine power. Lin Fan's maniacally laughing figure exploded with fire, and the attack speed was 1000%. The sword rain was like a storm, God's War Domain, open. 200 yards of all enemy speed minus 90%, defense reduction 80%. The purple-gold domain suddenly enveloped the cliff, and the 5 thunderbolts were frozen like wax figures, and the shield battle his face turned pale, and his voice trembled like a candle in the wind. This, domain suppression. The attack speed is 1000% and there is no solution. The Wolf King assists in breaking the defense, and our Thunder Network CD is locked. Lin Fan's Ancient Wolf Fong Fusion Explosion Episode Beast Amplification. Strength 30,000 times 10 plus 50% equals ignore all defenses, the range is seconds. The nuclear explosion engulfs 5 people, minus 1,500,000 range critical hit. Corpse explosion experience surges, Lin Fan LV, 72, the attack soared to 170,000, so you screamed in admiration, Brother Fan, with 1 claw of the Wolf King and 3 stacks of second shields, you have the first place in the preliminaries. The live barrage exploded on your knees. Xia Wanqing hugged Lin Fan's arm and embraced the holy light, invincible, the Iron Triangle dream. On the edge of the cliff, a team of dozens of passers-by looked weak from a distance. A mysterious magician ID Purple Mist Demon Girl had bulging eyes and screamed, "Fuck." Lin Fan unlocked the illusion summon. Blood Shadow Wolf King LV, 70 Affinity Max, the damage doubled to break the Thunder Shield, 5 people evaporated as soon as the field opened. Our LV-55 team was stuck in the poisonous fog for half an hour, and he cleared the field in 3 seconds. The reputation skyrocketed by 350,000, and the audience exceeded 20 billion, the public screen is full of, world, the Iron Triangle crushes the qualifying competition, the Magic Beast assists the War God. The archer passerby kneel down, boss, the Wolf King's DOT is full, who dares to group? Gu Han's Iron Blood is still on the way, the preliminaries are up. The live broadcast was extremely popular, and the barrage avalanche was invincible. The melee in the preliminaries was in full swing, with the Iron Triangle sweeping 3 rounds and ranking in the top 10 with more than 2,000 points. Su Yu projected the entire picture. Brother Fan, Luo Li's team came over to discuss in Area B and exchange information. Her Blood Moon sword has been repaired by 80%. The clue to the Reincarnation Stone comes from the god of the game, the guardian of the void. The final secret realm requires 3 pieces of the throne, and we have 1. Luo Li's red-armored figure flashed, surrounded by 4 elite swordsmen. Her proud face was slightly red, and her sword energy tested the edge of Lin Fan's domain. Lin Fan, temporary intelligence. Gu Han has resurrected an army of 500 people, and the Xuanjia Alliance has injected it into the competition. The place in the finals is locked. The god of the game points to the core of the secret realm, but your field is too perverted. Let's compete. The voice shook, boss, his attack speed is 1000% plus doubled by the Wolf King, the field slows down our speed by 90%, and melts our defense with 1 blow. The information is worth it. Luo Li gasped and sheathed her sword, deal. Let's advance to the secret realm together. The audience went crazy, Luo Li plus Iron Triangle team up. An invincible combination in the preliminaries. Just as the points were sprinting towards the top 5, the space on the edge of the cliff suddenly cracked, black clouds came over the top, and the system alarm pierced, ding. The iron-blooded guild's resurrected army entered the arena. Gu Han's true form leads the 500 Xuanjia Alliance, targeting Lin Fan. The preliminaries are suspended, and a melee for the final quota breaks out. Gu Han's giant axe hangs in the air, and the figure of the .65 overlord on the left is like a demon, and the axe's light tears through the purple mist. Lin Fan. Repay me with the guild order, repay the blood debt of the Reincarnation Stone with blood. The Resurrection Army is fully activated, and the AOEC floods the Iron Triangle. The 500-man shield wall advanced, and the DOT poisonous mist doubled. Luo Li raised his sword eyebrows, Gu Han, how dare you? Lin Fan's field buzzed, the Wolf King roared, and Su Yu's face turned pale, Brother Fan, 500 people are overwhelming the realm, the final quota. The purple mist on the edge of the cliff was billowing like a living thing, and the poisonous gas was as thick as ink. The green mist spewing from the cracks in the ground swallowed up 2,000 plus health bars per second. The 500-man shield wall of the iron-blooded guild surged forward like a black tide. Gu Han raised his giant axe high, and the left .65 overlord aura exploded. Thunder wrapped around him, and the blood on the axe blade flashed. Lin Fan. The guild token is back, and the dog of the Reincarnation Stone has arrived. The resurrection crystal is fully activated, and the DOTC of the Xuanjia Alliance is flooding you. The whole army is advancing, AoE is locked on the cliff, and the preliminaries are all guaranteed. The back row mages chanted in unison, and the purple and black poisonous mist balls dropped like meteors, with a range of 50 yards, and each wave deducted 50,000 blood. The bow assassin shuttled, and the penetrating arrows rained down, minus 12,000 crit. The iron triangle's health bar has reached the bottom. Die. Luo Li's red-armored swordsman team was attacked, her sword eyebrows were furrowed, her beautiful eyes were arrogant and she was panicking. The 4 elite deputies backed away with weak legs, and one ID, Blood Blade fanatic, said with a trembling voice, "Boss, Gu Han's real body AoE broke our Blood Moon shield, and the 500-man shield wall defense stacked up to 100,000 plus. Our 5-person team couldn't withstand it, and the edges of the field were pierced by DOT. The screen flashed like an avalanche. World, Iron-Blooded Resurrection Army slaughters the list. Lin Fan Iron Triangle plus Luo Li Alliance, the preliminaries points are reduced to 0, Gu Han Overlord is back, the Sanren are finished. The live broadcast barrage erupted like a volcano, and 2 billion viewers laughed and reveled. Haha, Lin Fan's myth is shattered. 500 troops are on the territory, the Wolf King's auxiliary battle also kneels in the DOTC, 50% of the reputation is deducted for elimination in the preliminaries, and the road to the king is cut off. The green light of Su Yu's tactical eye flashed crazily, and a red alert was projected across the entire map. Brother Fan is broken. Gu Han's layout is vicious, and a space rift trap is hidden on the edge of the cliff. When triggered, it will pull him into the phantom beast's lair. Poison mist affinity plus 100%, all of us minus 30%, Luo Li's team has been locked, pull it within 3 minutes. My tactical net can't be blocked at most 20 people, Sister Xia's holy light realm milk can't hold it down. His blue robe was stained with blood, his fists were bleeding, and his knees were weak and he almost fell to the ground. The excitement of sweeping the preliminaries just now turned into cold despair, and he yelled in his heart, Brother Fan is invincible, but this is a cross-server linkage, the mysterious player map buff is fully activated, and the iron-blooded resurrection has unlimited troops. No matter how tacit understanding our iron triangle is, it will turn into ashes. Xia Wanqing's holy staff trembled, the edge of her white robe was scorched, and her holy halo barely held up a 30-yard shield. The 25,000 per second breast milk was counterattacked by the 30,000 DOT superimposed per second. Her silver hair was messy, and her beautiful eyes were filled with tears. She tightly grabbed Lin Fan's arm with her slender hands, and her voice was choked with tears. Lin Fan. I can't freeze the poisonous fog in the whole area with my freezing treatment, and the assassin's shadow escape after bypassing, focus on killing the source of milk. Gu Han's axe light is charged, and the pre-explosion damage is 500,000 plus. My Gi Holy Explosion CD is locked, and the exclusive increase is only for 1 minute. She leaned forward, her shoulders pressed against Lin Fan's chest, the holy light was like the last warmth, but she couldn't hide the panic in her heart. If he falls, we will all be wiped out, the dream of the competition will be shattered, and the Reincarnation Stone will fall to the opponent. The Reincarnation Stone on Lin Fan's chest was boiling like lava, the ancient god runes were flowing through the veins, and the heart of the blood moon was pulsing and sucking 50% of his blood. However, the poisonous mist DOT had already deducted 200,000 to 80,000 lives from him, the hilt of the ancient wolf Fang was burning on his hands, and there were 8 points left on the God War domain CD, and his mind was like lightning. Countless scenes flashed through the stone fire, ridicule of losers in the novice village, skyrocketing reincarnation activation, 100-man group in ancient times, information about Luo Li's betrayal. The shadow in my heart was overwhelming, Gu Han's resurrection was infinite, the 500-strong army was like a sea of insects, the preliminaries were suspended, and the quota for the finals was hanging. If you fight hard, you will kneel down. We can't do it forcefully. He gritted his teeth secretly, and the psychological game was like a chess game. Luo Li was arrogant and unconvinced, half-confessed information, forcing her to make a true alliance was the key. Su Yu's tactics revealed the trap, Xia Wanqing counterattacked the assassin, and delayed the time to integrate the guild order elves. The Wolf King controlled the field, broke the shield wall as soon as the domain was opened, and the points were reversed to advance. But Gu Han's real body has no solution, and the resonance of the Reincarnation Stone may be variable. His suppressed anger turned into a sneer, and his arrogance concealed his plan. Gu Han, 500 pigs are here to send. I'm the Iron Triangle plus Luo Li alliance, you can only dream of the preliminaries. Clear the assassins first, then duel the Luo Li alliance, the Wolf King will open the way. Hearing this, Luo Li raised the tip of her sword, her arrogant and pretty face turned red, and the Blood Moon sword energy tested the remaining edge of Lin Fan's field. Duel. Now. Gu Han is in the realm, your field CD is not good, you want to overpower my Blood Moon sword formation? Her heart trembled slightly. Just now, he had an attack speed of 1000%, which was almost breaking the defense. If he really hits the field with full range, he will kneel down. But the exchange of information was worth it, and they temporarily joined forces to fight against Gu Han. The deputy of the four swordsmen widened their eyes, and one with the ID, Guardian of the Sword Soul, shouted with trembling legs, "Boss, don't be impulsive." Lin Fan LV, 72 Spirit of Divine Warfare, Power 30,000 plus Attack 170,000, the auxiliary battle of the Wolf King doubled, even if we repair 80% of the Blood Moon, we can't withstand the God-level fusion. Hot discussion on the public screen, Luo Li vs Lin Fan. Infighting within the alliance. Iron-blooded corpse-picking and laughing to death. Lin Fan was silent, the Reincarnation Stone buzzed, and the fusion system dinged, ding. Linked evolution, Divine Power / plus, Blood Moon Sword Chi, plus, Illusion World Beast Summoning, Fusion, Celestial Sword Formation. Summons 100 swords descending from the sky, range 100 yards, each sword power times 15 plus Wolf King DOT increase, ignores 80% defense, the attack speed is 2000% for 10 seconds. The purple gold sword energy pours out like a galaxy, and hundreds of golden swords are suspended in the air of the cliff. The three heads of the Wolf King roar to assist, and the sandstorm tears at 15k stacks per second. His silhouette bursts into Luo Li, come. The heavenly sword formation suppresses your arrogance. Enter the alliance and spit out all the information. The long sword erupted with red light, and the sword array attacked. Blood Moon sword domain opens. Slow down by 70%, suck blood by 30%, no matter how high your attack speed is, you can't break my immortal sword heart. The sword energy collided, the cliff rock shattered hundreds of meters, the poisonous mist was torn apart by the sword wind, her pretty face turned pale, the Blood Moon shield minus 50,000 combos, the eyes of her deputy's protrusion, boss. The 100 swords of the heavenly sword formation can stack up to 100,000 plus DOT per hit. The Blood Moon can't keep up with the blood sucking, and our swordsman's defense line evaporates. A deputy was accidentally injured by the sword rain, and his health bar was cleared. He screamed, Lin Fan is abnormal. There is no solution to the fusion, and the attack speed is 2000% like a heavy rain. Our proud old thighs are weak. Su Yu took advantage of the chaos and locked the crack on the cliff with his tactical eye. Brother Fan, dismantle the trap. The core of the space crack is the remnant spirit of Gu Han's guild order. My tactical network explodes plus 50%. The green network exploded, the crack collapsed, and 10 Xuanjia assassins were exposed. He instantly blocked, perfect field control. Slowed down by 90%, weak mark. Explosion, counter-killing the assassin. Freezing DOT plus group milk per second, exclusive Lin Fan's all attributes plus 30%. Assassin's shadow escape is stiff, minus 80,000 critical hits, she flushes and excited, Lin Fan, I will counter-kill you with 5 stabs. The assassin leader's face was livid, and his voice was trembling, nurse's counterattack. Freezing slows down our speed plus 150%, Iron Triangle's assistance is invincible. Luo Li gasped and retreated, the edge of the Blood Moon sword shattered, the sword energy collapsed, her beautiful eyes widened in shock, and her pride collapsed, stop. The God's Sword formation suppresses the entire Blood Moon area, your infinite evolution plus 5% per hit stack, the power sword 40,000 plus, I surrender. Temporary alliance, all the information is given, the Reincarnation Stone comes from the Void Guardian, there are 3 pieces of the throne, one for each of us, Gu Han secretly hides the second piece in the heart of the axe, the secret realm needs 3 pieces of resonance to open. The 4 swordsmen knelt down and said, Boss, Lin Fan, the sword formation is invincible in the preliminaries. The system said, ding. Luo Li's team joined the temporary alliance, God War Vanguard, the points are shared. Lin Fan smiled wildly and put away his sword, and said with a rush of experience, left .75. The iron-blooded army approached, Gu Han charged up his axe, and the shield wall pushed forward to double the DOTC, but the alliance reversed, and the Wolf King tore apart the 50 forwards, roar, sandstorm DOT 20k per second. Su Yu screamed, Brother Fan, points breaking 3,000, ranking first in the region. The live barrage exploded, world, Lin Fantian's divine sword formation defeated Luo Li, the alliance's divine group. The iron-blooded 500 army collapsed and advanced to the top 5 in the preliminaries. The assassin's show is amazing. The passerby's legs were weak from a distance, and a mysterious archer's ID was, shadow arrow shooting, with bulging eyes, fuck. The arrogant swordsman of Luo Li kneels down in the alliance. The 100,000 swords of the heavenly god's sword formation broke the shield for one with 0,000 stacks of defense, our LV.60 team is trembling after watching the show. Lin Fan's reputation has exceeded 400,000, and the whole server is hotly talking about the king's path. Mage passers-by worshipped, Gu Han's real body is also panic. 300% tacit understanding in the alliance, guaranteed spot in the preliminaries and finals. The CD of the Divine War domain was finally good, and Lin Fan activated 200-yard suppression, all enemy speed minus 95%, defense reduction by 85%. The golden light shrouded the iron-blooded shield wall, and Gu Han's face changed slightly, there is no solution to the domain. But with a wave of his giant axe, the space was distorted, and the preliminaries alarm sounded, ding. Points are settled, the top 3 of God War Vanguard are promoted level finals. The iron-blooded army temporarily retreats, and the teleportation on the final map, Edge of the Void, begins. The alliance is shrouded in golden light, the cliff collapses, and the vision of the galaxy is distorted. The audience reaches the floating fortress in the final area. The public screen is crazy, Lin Fan's road to the king. The heavenly sword formation plus Luo Li's blood moon, Gu Han failed to steal the chicken, and the finals are slaughtered. The remnants of the iron-blooded soldiers scattered, Luo Li gasped and stared at Lin Fan, this time, we are temporarily connected. Suddenly, the whole server was shaken by golden light, the God War Outbreak linkage event has officially started. Battle for the legendary throne, the door to the secret realm opens. The Reincarnation Stone roared wildly, and the phantom of the ancient god of games slowly condensed in the sand. The old voice echoed, Guardian, the final secret realm, come. Lin Fan turned around and blasted the air with his sword energy, Gu Han, you dare to steal the fragment? The ancient wolf-tooth sword erupted into a purple-gold whirlpool, and the sandstorm tore the shadow clone apart, but Gu Han's figure twisted like a ghost, the heart of the axe flashed with blood, and the second fragment of the throne sank into his shadow chest, and the space rift closed instantly, leaving only a mocking reply. Dang, boy, the heart of the axe melts into 2 fragments, and the iron-blooded resurrection is unlimited. The edge of the void secret realm on the final map, the floating fortress locks your alliance. 1,000 members of the Xuanjie coalition can be teleported instantly, the shield wall defense is 200,000 superimposed, the DOTC deducts 100,000 plus blood every second, the preliminaries points are reset to 0, and the legendary throne is mine. The shadow clone dissipated, and the purple mist of the throne altar in the center of the fortress skyrocketed. The iron-blooded guild's army was like a black cloud, teleporting from the floating islands in all directions. The 500 shield battle forward advanced on the iron wall, and the back row mages chanted thunderous poison balls like meteorite rain. Each one exploded with a range of 80 yards and deducted 80,000 blood. The bow assassin shadow escaped through the air and passed through the air. Heart arrow rain, minus 15,000 crit, chain, the assassin leader ID, Shadow Butcher, smiled ferociously, Lin Fan iron triangle. Luo Li's traitor swordsman. All destroyed. Resurrection crystals are fully activated, death has no CD, the iron-blooded overlord Gu Han's axe and heart's 2 fragments buff all plus 200%, Eo breaks your domain. The floating fortress shook violently, the void storm roared, green mist spewed out from the cracks at the edge of the fortress, DOT stacked at 40,000 per second, the audience exceeded 4 billion, and the live broadcast barrage was like a doomsday volcano, the iron-blooded 1,000 army massacred the list. Lin Fan's alliance kneeled in the DOTC, Gu Haning's clone steals the chicken god, the 2 fragments of the axe heart are invincible, the 3-in-1 secret realm of the throne fragments is opened, and Lin Fan's dreams are shattered. The avalanche of the public screen flashed, no matter how good the tacit understanding of the gods and vanguards is, they can't withstand the sea of resurrected insects. Lin Fan. Now he is kneeling down to Gu Han, his reputation has been deducted by 80%, and he is the laughingstock of the entire server. The passerby player looked at Fu Dao from a distance, his eyes were bulging, and his voice was trembling, fuck. Iron-blooded shield wall 20. Defend against all odds, DOT affinity plus 150%, even our LV.70 team lost 10,000 health bars while watching the show, Lin Fan's LV.75 Divine War Spirit attack can't break through the infinite resurrection even with 190,000, the Alliance Iron Triangle plus Luo Li can only last for 30 seconds at most. Su Yu's tactical eye, green light collapsed and flashed, and the red police in the whole picture were like spider webs. His blue robe was shattered, his knees hit the ground, gravel flew, and bloodshot eyes oozed from his fists. He shouted in despair, Brother Fan. It's finished. The 2 fragments of Gu Han's axe heart unlocked, Overlord Resurrection. After death, the whole army was resurrected plus all attributes plus 50%, the space-locked fortress had no TP, and the DOTC stacked up all of us. Attribute minus 40%, my tactical network blockade can only control 100 people, and Luo Li's Blood Moon Sword domain slows down by 70%, but it can't stop the rain of bow stabs. His mind flashed through the scenes of forming a team in the novice village, joining forces in the ancient world, and dismantling traps in the preliminaries. His heart was as sharp as a knife, Iron Brothers are invincible, but this is the ultimate final, the top 10 in the Iron-Blooded Alliance server, unlimited resurrections, no matter how tacit understanding our divine war pioneers are, they will turn into ashes. Xia Wanqing's holy staff was broken, her white robe was scorched black and stained with blood. There were only 10 yards left of the holy light shield, which could barely support her breasts at 30,000 per second, but was counterattacked by DOT at 50,000 per second. Her silver hair was scattered, and her beautiful eyes were filled with tears. She tugged at Lin Fan's belt with her delicate hands, her body trembling and clinging to his back, choking and crying, Lin Fan. The holy light realm cannot freeze the whole domain for resurrection, assassin special killing source has been bypassed, minus 20,000 combos. Gu Han's axe, pre-explosion of 800,000, my ultimate holy explosion CD lock, exclusive to you, plus 30%, can't withstand 1 minute. The fragrant shoulders twitched, the holy light was like a candle, panic gnawed at the heart, he fell, we were all destroyed, the dream of the throne was shattered, and the reincarnation stone fell to the enemy forever. Luo Li's blood moon sword trembled, his red armor was covered with cracks, his arrogant and pretty face was as white as paper, the 4 swordsmen's deputy knees were weak, and an ID, guardian of the sword soul, trembled in fear, boss. The iron-blooded forward shield wall is advancing, DOT has penetrated the blood moon shield and is repaired by 80%, and the 5 of us have 2 health bars left. 0%, the 2 fragments of Gu Han's axe heart are entangled with thunder and destroy our sword heart, and the sea of resurrected insects has no solution. Luo Li's beautiful eyes widened, her arrogance was on the verge of collapse, and her heart was trembling, all the information was suppressed, the axe heart fragments were exposed but they couldn't be saved, no matter how strong the god's sword formation was, it couldn't withstand 1,000 troops. Lin Fan's life dropped to 50,000. The level 2 runes of the Reincarnation Stone were burning like fire. The ancient god's veins were running through his body. The heart of the blood moon sucked 50% of the blood and could barely survive. However, the DOT overlaid the defense and the god's war field was distorted by the axe's light as soon as he opened it. The lightning deduction in his mind, if you fight hard, you will kneel down. Gu Han's weakness lies in the fact that the 3 fragments of the axe heart are not complete. Su Yu's tactics are locked, Luo Li's throat is sealed with revenge, Xia Wanqing's ultimate battery life, the Wolf King controls the field. The Reincarnation Stone resonates with the fragments of the throne, summoning the cross-border legion's trump card. Suppressed anger turned into a sneer, with an arrogant plan on the surface, Gu Han, 1,000 pigs are sacrificed. The alliance of gods and vanguards will open the field and slaughter you with iron blood. Su Yu locks the weakness, Luo Li seals the throat, Xia Wanqing's breasts explode, and the Wolf King opens the way. The Reincarnation Stone in his chest exploded, ding. Resonate with the throne fragments and unlock, cross-border legion summons. Fusion of God War plus Illusion Realm plus Mysterious Realm Legion, 1,000 Void War souls are instantaneous, attack speed is 1,500%, DOT ignores resurrection, each soul's power times 10 plus all attributes plus 200%, lasts 5 minutes. The air of the floating fortress is torn, the galaxy vortex explodes, the 100-meter golden light army descends like heavenly soldiers, the Void War spirit purple armor holds a gun, the blood wolf of the fantasy world roars, the thunder beast of the mysterious world roars, the sandstorm DOT is stacked through the shield wall at 30k per second, Lin Fan's divine battlefield is fully open to 200 yards. The golden light suppresses all enemies, speed minus 95%, defense reduction, 85% self plus 100%. Field suppression. Hundreds of swords from the heavenly sword formation descend from the sky in one wave. Hundreds of swords pour down like a galaxy, each sword has a power of 40,000 times 15 equals 600,000 plus Wolf King DOT, ignoring 80% defense, attack speed 2000%, heavy rain blasting the iron-blooded forwards, and the shield wall, minus 500,000 combos, evaporating 50 people in an instant. The Reincarnation Stone on Lin Fan's chest suddenly upgraded, and the runes exploded, ding. The Reincarnation Stone evolved to LV2, and the Ancient God Trial, the Void Guardian Fragment Trial is opened. All attributes are plus 100%, but 2 throne fragments are required. His heart froze, and when he was about to make plans, the space behind him split open, and Gu Haning's clone appeared, stealing the axe blade. The second fragment, mine. Lin Fan turned around, and the sword energy blasted into the air, Gu Han, you. Su Yu's eyes bulged and screamed, and his tactical eyes locked on Gu Han's axe heart with red light, Brother Fan's magical skill. Weakness mark axe heart fragments, 3 hits to break defense plus all attributes minus 70%. Tactical net blocks bow and stab, perfect field control. The green net exploded, the assassin group stiffened and slowed down by 90%. He knelt down in excitement and worshipped, Iron Triangle conferred God. Cross-border Legion break resurrection, DOT overlay unlimited troop recruitment. Xia Wanqing's Holy Light Tsunami counterattack, the ultimate, return to the sanctuary, activates 100-yard group milk 60,000 per second plus frozen global DOT freeze slowdown 80%, Holy Light embrace. Exclusive Lin Fan's all attributes plus 50%, counterkill the group of mages. The Holy Explosion, minus 100,000 crit, cleared the back row, she flushed and rushed to Lin Fan. Lin Fan, no worries about milk supply. We are invincible. The iron-blooded army collapsed, the resurrection crystal shattered and was ineffective, the shield wall evaporated, 500 people evaporated, the DOTC backfired on itself, Gu Han's axe, the power of the axe broke, and 10% of life was left, the domain plus the legion have no solution. Lin Fan's 3 heads of the Wolf King were torn apart, and the sandstorm DOT was 40k per second, roar, massacre the team. In the end, the heavenly sword formation blasted the throne altar with 100 swords, Gu Han cleared his head, and the third fragment flew out go straight to Lin Fan's Reincarnation Stone, ding. The 3 fragments of the throne are together, the Reincarnation Stone is fully activated. Divine Power Initiation, all attributes plus 500%, level up to 80, Strength 100, 000 plus, Attack Power 500, 000 plus, Life 500, 000 plus, Defense 30, 000 plus. Unlock, Legacy of the God of Games, Legendary Set, Void God War, Adaptive all attributes plus 300%, Invincible Field CD 1 point. Luo Li's pride rekindled, and the Blood Moon Sword Chi exploded with red light, revenge. Blood Moon Sword domain slows down Gu Han, seals the throat and heart of the axe. Her silhouette exploded, and the tip of the sword pierced Gu Han's true body, exposing his true body. The deputy's legs softened and worshipped, Boss Divine Sword. Lin Fan's legion assisted in the battle, the iron blood collapsed, and our swordsmen followed. A sword with minus 300,000 critical hit, pierced the cracks in the heart of the axe, and Gu Han screamed and retreated, impossible. Blood Moon Traitor. The announcement of the whole server shook the sky, system, congratulations to the player, Lin Fan Linkage Pioneer, for winning the final championship. First place in the whole server, reputation plus 1 million, complete legendary throne fragments, opening the Void Guardian secret realm. Reward, Void God War set, mythical beast pet egg. Screen Carnival, World, King Lin Fan slaughtered 1,000 Iron Blood troops. A wave of cross-border legions, domain suppression and resurrection were ineffective, Gu Han's heart broke and Luo Li sealed the throat god. Su Yusua's weak point sealed the god, Goddess Xia's breasts exploded, Luo Li surrendered. The reputation exceeded 1.5 million, the whole server worshipped. The golden light of the floating fortress soared into the sky, and his teammates rushed towards Lin Fan. Su Yu strangled his neck with his iron arms and roared, Brother Fan. Attack 500,000 at level 80, the legacy of God is invincible. The Blood Remnant Soldier ID, shield-shattering mad war, howled, the cross-border legion explodes with 600,000 souls, and the field defense is reduced by 85%. Our shield is 200,000 as paper, Gu Han, the Overlord, kneels. Lin Fan's Hen, the vanguard of the Divine War, all servers. The live barrage exploded on their knees, 4 billion viewers are in tears. The Reincarnation Stone comes from the legacy of the God of Games, the ancient God runes flash, the secret realm opens the throne legend. At the edge of the floating fortress, the void storm is tearing apart metal debris like thousands of sharp blades. The black tide is surging from the border. The Xuanjia Empire's 100,000 coalition troops are pressing down on the border like a sea of ink-colored ants. The iron-blooded remnants are hunting with flags. Gu Han's deputy ID, Blood Axe Slaughter, is riding a thunder war eagle. Rushing, the axe blade flashed with blood, and the public screen was wildly refreshed. World, although Overlord Guhan is kneeling, Lin Fan is the magic stick. The iron-blooded remnant party unites with the Emperor of the Xian realm, Shadow Emperor Wuji, and the Demon King of the Illusion World, Soul-Eating Empress. The three Overlords Alliance 200,000 Legions Instant TP, War buff all attributes are plus 300%, the Sea of Resurrected Insects has no CD, and the Sea of Diotis wears 200,000 divine outfits per second. Lin Fan, the fifth scumbag in the Alliance, has a reputation of 1.5 million. The leader of the referendum died laughing, and the whole server's border fell, and the legacy of the reincarnated stone god was handed over to everyone. The live barrage exploded like a volcano. Posted, 5 billion viewers screamed, iron-blooded revenge. Shadow Emperor Wuji LV, 90 Shadow Realm reduces all enemy attributes by minus 90%, Soul-Eating Empress controls the entire army with charm, Lin Fan's cross-border legion cannot withstand the three hegemons alliance no matter how awesome it is, the floating fortress explodes instantly, and the god warrior vanguard disperses. Purple mist billows on the throne altar in the center of the fortress. Thousands of iron-blooded remnants charge into the formation. Blood axes slaughter the boss with a ferocious smile and roar, Lin Fan. You slaughtered the boss's 1,000 troops. Even though the heart of the axe is broken, the residual soul attaches to my blood axe, which is plus 500% Overlord's power. The Shadow Emperor of the mysterious world instantly kills your nanny, the Empress of the illusion world charms your iron brother, the border war the copy is locked, and 100,000 coalition DOTs will flood your divine battlefield. He charged up the axe, and the red and black vortex exploded with a range of 150 yards, 150,000 DOTs per second, the shield battle forward's iron wall advanced with a defense of 300,000 stacks, and the archers, minus 25,000 heart-piercing critical hit, chain rained down like arrows, approaching the 5 members of Lin Fan's alliance. The green light of Su Yu's tactical eye collapsed, his knees hit the ground and gravel splashed everywhere, his blue robe was stained with blood, and he screamed in despair, Brother Fan, the Three Tyrants Alliance has a sea of 200,000 insects. My tactical network can control 5,000 at most, the Shadow Emperor's dark domain ignores resurrection, and the Empress Soul Eater DOT stacks traveling through the holy domain, Luo Li's Blood Moon Sword Realm can't stop the Empire's TP army. No matter how powerful our level 80 armor is, the black tide on the border will deduct minus 60% of all attributes every second. The leader of the referendum will make all the players in the server weak and watch the show. The 5 of us will fly away in 10 seconds. Xia Wanqing's holy staff trembled, her white robe was charred and torn, and the holy light shield only had 5 yards left, barely able to milk 20,000 per second, and the DOT backfired at 80,000 per second. Her silver hair was messy, her beautiful eyes burst into tears in panic, her delicate hands clutched Lin Fan's arms, her body fell limply against his chest, and she choked with blood and sobbed, Lin Fan. Shadow Emperor's Infinite Shadow Instant Kill CD is 1 second, specializing in Milk Source 50,000 combos. The Soul-Eating Empress charmed me and my holy blast failed, the whole army was resurrected infinitely, the iron-blooded axe and the axe slaughter axe exploded for 1 million plus, my ultimate freeze could not withstand the Empire's 100,000. Our alliance's dream was shattered, the Reincarnation Stone fell into the enemy's hands. The fragrant shoulders trembled, the holy light candle flickered, and my heart was ashen. If he falls, the entire server border will fall, I can't resist this dark tide of doom. Luo Li's Blood Moon sword buzzed and broke, her arrogant and pretty face was pale and twisted, the 4 swordsmen's deputies were paralyzed with fear, an ID, guardian of the sword soul, called out and trembled in legs, boss. The war buff of the 3 hegemon alliances, the blood axe slaughter resurrected the soul-possessed axe and the light broke our sword heart is immortal 80%, the Shadow Emperor's dark zone slowed down 95%, the Empress's charm control is unsolvable, our 5 swordsmen have 10% health bar, no matter how good King Lin Fan is, he can't withstand the sea of 200,000 insects. Luo Li's beautiful eyes widened, her arrogance was on the verge of collapse, bloodshot eyes oozing from her fists, spitting out all the information. Sealing Gu Han's throat was not enough, the three tyrants counterattacked, and the eternal vow was in vain. A passerby player looked at the floating island on the border from a distance and his legs collapsed. The eyes of a mysterious magician with the ID, Thunder Destroyer, bulged out and his voice trembled like a candle in the wind. Fuck. The Iron-Blooded Remnant's Blood Axe LV.85 has all attributes plus 500%, the Imperial Shield Wall has 400,000 anti-DOT affinity plus 200%, our LV.75 team lost 30,000 health bars watching the show, and Lin Fan's LV.80 attack even the 500,000 God War realm cannot break through the infinite TP resurrection. The three hegemons alliance locked the border dungeon. Lin Fan Iron Triangle and Luo Li are on their knees. The leader of the referendum has become a joke. The public screen avalanche mocked, Lin Fan's dream is broken. The 5 members of the God War Vanguard slaughtered 1,000 troops. Now the 200,000 coalition DOTC, the reputation is deducted, and the border falls. Lin Fan's Void God War suit's purple gold light dimmed, his health dropped to 100,000, the Reincarnation Stone runes burned like thousands of ants eating the heart, the ancient god's veins flowed all over his body, and the heart of the blood moon sucked 30% of the blood to barely survive. However, the DOT stacked through 30,000 defenses, and the God War field was distorted by shadows as soon as it opened. Electricity flashed in his mind, he would be destroyed if he resisted hard. The weaknesses of the three hegemons resonated in the fragments of the throne but were not yet awakened. Su Yu's tactics locked the Emperor, Luo Li sword domain sealed the Empress, Xia milk jelly DOT, the cross-border legion's blood control axe. The Reincarnation Stone exploded, ding. The legendary suit, Void God War, Fusion Talent, Infinite Evolution, Ultimate unlocked. All attributes are doubled by 800%, Adaptive Evolution attack speed 3000%, Strength 200,000 plus, Attack 1,000,000 plus, Life 1,000,000 plus, Defense 60,000 plus. New skill, God's Linkage combo, Iron Triangle plus Luo the Glass Sword array is linked, with a range of 500 yards, all suppression is minus 99%, the Legion is instantly killed and resurrected, and DOT counterattacks the enemy. The golden light on the chest is soaring into the sky, the suit is adaptively entangled with purple gold dragon patterns, and the 3 heads of the Wolf King roar and a sandstorm breaks out. His appearance is cold and arrogant, and the suppressed anger turns into a ferocious smile, 200,000 pigs from the 3 hegemonic alliances. Vanguard of the Divine War will unite the entire server. I will take over the leader of the referendum and prepare for the border dungeon of the national war. Su Yu will lock the weak points and teach the tactical network, Xia Wanqing will freeze the combo, Luo Li Blood Moon will seal the throat, and the cross-border legion will open the way. The fields will be fully opened, and the divine linkage will kill the Emperor in a wave. The public screen of the entire server instantly boiled, and pop-up windows for the player referendum flooded. System, the National War Leader referendum is open. The player, Lin Fan Linkage Pioneer, has a reputation of 1.5 million plus the final champion, and the number of votes has soared by 99%. The God War Pioneer Alliance is established, and all players in the server join the alliance to fight against the 3 hegemons. The barrage exploded on their knees, vote King Lin Fan. Command the entire server to massacre 200,000 people. Lin Fan pointed his sword at Black Tide, the entrance to the war dungeon summoned by the Reincarnation Stone, and the golden gate of the border rift opened, bring the dungeon to extreme evolution. The linkage combo is fully trained, and the value soars to level 85 to kill the mini-boss demonstration. The 5 people instantly entered the Shuangjia border fortress dungeon, which contains a sea of 50,000 insects from the Iron-Blooded Remnants plus a mini-boss of Shadow King clones, a DOTC of 250,000 per second, and the Resurrection Tower is fully opened. A sandstorm is raging in the dungeon, and the Blood Axe clone leads thousands of troops to attack. Lin Fantian's Divine Sword Array is warming up and teaches, Su Yu, the tactical eye marks the blood axe's weakness plus 50% gain on all attributes, and the network seals the Shadow Emperor clone's speed control by 99%. Xia Wanqing, Gi Sanctuary Frozen DOT Backlash plus exclusive My Milk Bursts 1,000,000/second. Luo Li, Blood Moon Sword Domain Alliance My Sword The array defense is reduced by 99%, and the Throat Seal combo. Su Yu's green eyes flashed, and the tactical network exploded like a Spider King, locking the little boss Axe Heart Remnant Soul. Brother Fan's tactics blocked 50,000 insects, and the weak mark critical hit plus 200%. He knelt down in excitement and worshipped, Iron Triangle combo, perfect network control. The runes of the Reincarnation Stone all lit up, and the phantom of the ancient god whispered, Legacy Awakening, Void Guardian Trial. The National War All-Server competition has begun. The coalition forces of the two games invaded the border, the Xuanjia Empire's 100,000 legions pressed on the border, and the iron-blooded remnants took revenge. Lin Fan sneered and held his sword, a black tide surged at the edge of his vision, come on. Lin Fan's invincible field is fully open at 200 yards, the golden light suppresses the insect sea speed minus 99% and reduces defense by 95%, the cross-border legion's 1,000 soul instant DOT ignores resurrection, each soul power 30,000 insects were cleared in one wave, and the experience skyrocketed. Ding! Level 85. Strength 250,000 plus, attack 1.2 million plus, life 1.2 million plus, defense 80,000 plus. The little boss Blood Axe clone had a pre-explosion of 2 million, and howled in despair, impossible. Lin Fan has no solution to the combo, and the field of divine warfare is overwhelming. The resurrection tower is broken, and the tactical network controls my heart. Lin Fan single-handedly stabbed the sword energy, and the minus 5 million critical hit evaporated in seconds, and the Shadow King fragment self-melting Reincarnation Stone exploded, ding. The first kill in the war dungeon, the whole server is announced. The linkage combo of God is unlocked, and the attributes of all members of the alliance are plus 200%. The whole server was shocked outside the dungeon, the number of public votes exceeded 10 billion, Lin Fan's alliance was released, and the iron-blooded remnant's bloody axe slaughtered the real body. Looking at the floating island from a distance, his eyes were bulging and his legs were soft, and he was regretting, the boss axe is heartbroken. Lin Fan attacked 1.2 million combos at level 85, cross-border army DOT penetrates my blood axe with 500% defense, and the remaining 50,000 of us kneel down. The leader of the referendum is the God King, and the dream of iron-blooded revenge is shattered. The Shadow Emperor Wuji's clone twisted and collapsed, and the soul-eating Empress' charm failed and she screamed in despair. The linkage of the gods counterattacked our DOT, deducting all attributes minus 9 every second. 9%, 200,000 coalition troops evaporated. The black tide of the three hegemonic alliances collapsed, 100,000 legion DOT self-destructed, the resurrection tower was completely shattered, passers-by players collapsed and worshipped, an illusory archer with the ID, Arrow Soul Destroyer, knelt down and kowtowed, tears flowing wildly and trembling, Lin if you challenge the small boss, you will get 30 million. Combo teaches the Iron Triangle to become a god, Su Yu controls the network, Goddess Xia freezes the milk, and Luo Li seals the throat. We all vote for the leader. The vanguard of the divine battle is invincible, the border counterattack is in vain, and the reputation exceeds 3 million. Xia Wanqing's holy light tsunami, the 100-yard frozen DOT in the sanctuary is slowed down by 90%, holy frozen combo. Exclusively for Lin Fan, all attributes plus 80%, sustainable milk supply. She flushed and hugged Lin Fan, kissing her cheeks, Lin Fan's teachings are invincible, our breasts are bursting 3 tyrants. Luo Li's red armor was rekindled, and her blood moon sword energy exploded with red light, sword domain linkage. The magical skill of sealing the throat, always following the king. The lieutenants were weak in admiration, boss, Lin Fan teaches the sword formation, we swordsmen in combo slaughter the army. The golden afterglow of the floating fortress fell on the broken border, and the void storm gradually subsided. On the scorched earth where the black tide self-destructed, fragments of the broken flags of the iron-blooded remnants were drifting in the wind. The aftermath of the DOT backlash of 200,000 coalition forces slowly dissipated like a ghostly green mist, and the air was filled with the fragrance of charred and bloody victory. The public screens of the whole server roared like carnival fireworks. System, God War Vanguard Alliance, Lin Fan Linkage Pioneer, first kill in the war dungeon. Defeated 200,000 legions of the three hegemonic alliances, gained plus 5 million reputation, 99.9% of the public votes in the whole server were locked. Lin Fan was officially crowned the commander of the national war. Rewards. All members of the alliance have plus 300% attributes, exclusive national battle buff, glory of gods, attack and defense plus 500%, resurrection CD reduced by 90%. The barrage poured out like a tsunami, and 5 billion viewers licked the screen. Lin Fan conquered the entire server with 1.2 million combos and killed 200,000 pigs. The Iron Triangle became a god and the leader was invincible. Enter the temple trial and lead us to defeat the ultimate boss. Beside the altar of the throne of the fortress, the purple-gold dragon pattern of Lin Fan's void god war suit slowly converges. The veins on the chest of the Reincarnation Stone are like the heartbeat of an ancient god. After the fragments of the Shadow King self-melt, all attributes are stacked by 500%. The real-time panel flashes and the whole server is crushed. Left 0.85 Spirit of God War, Strength 280,000 plus, Attack 1.35 million plus, Life 1.35 million plus, Defense 90,000 plus, and the CD of the invincible field is only 30 seconds left. He slightly raised his sword eyebrows, Leng Ao glanced at his teammates, and the corner of his mouth curled up with a sinister smile. The alliance of the three hegemons has been wiped out, the referendum is locked, and the national war commander is in my pocket. The first kill of the copy is counted. Su Yu's tactical network scans the treasure chest, Xia Wanqing's holy light detects and hides, and Luo Li's sword energy blocks the remnants. The golden gate of the temple has been opened, and before the final trial, harvest the fruits first. Really, all members of the alliance will be promoted, and the remnants of the border will be wiped out. As soon as he finished speaking, 1,000 Void War souls from the cross-border legion surrounded him and roared. The remaining power of the three-headed Wolf King's sandstorm rolled up the scorched earth. A wave of players came from the edge of the floating island. The IDs of tens of thousands of God War Vanguard members flashed with gold-edged suffixes, and they knelt down and shouted, "Commander Lin Fan. Join the alliance to kill the gods." Su Yu hunted in blue robes, his tactical eyes swept away the wreckage of the battlefield with green light, his knees trembled with excitement, and his iron arms strangled Lin Fan's shoulders as he roared, "God King Fan." The first kill in the dungeon is the Shadow King Dark Core, Epic Core Self-Melting Reincarnation Stone, all attributes plus 800%, stacked with infinite evolution, and attack speed approaching 4,000%. There are also 10 iron-blooded elf summoning scrolls, 50 Xuanjie Empire TP Tower fragments, tactical network analysis, alliance equipment fully upgraded purple gold set, no CD conversion of resurrected insects, I control the field buff, control 100,000 insects per second, 99%. His eyes bulged, his voice trembled like a miracle, blood oozed from his fists under his blue robe, he knelt down and worshipped, Iron Triangle combo limit. Brother Fan taught the tactical network to evolve Spider King, 50,000 remnant blood axes knelt down and howled, our alliance ranked first in the whole server, and the commander-in-chief was invincible with 10 billion votes. Xia Wanqing's holy staff trembled slightly, and the white robe's holy light shone like morning glow on the scorched earth. Her silver hair was flying, her beautiful eyes were flushed with tears, her slender hands touched Lin Fan's chest, her fragrant shoulders were soft against his arms, her delicate body was trembling slightly and she choked with sobs, "Commander Lin Fan. Return to the holy domain to explore and hide." The copy drops the Heart of the Soul-Eating Empress, artifact talisman, which automatically merges with my milk source to resurrect the CD for 1 second, and has a range of 2 million. sec plus DO freezes and counterattacks the enemy, deducting minus 99% of all attributes every second. The Holy Light buff life of all members of the Alliance is plus 500,000, and it is exclusive to you. She kissed Lin Fan's cheek, her red lips trembled, the tsunami of Holy Light enveloped the team, the black wounds healed instantly, and her beautiful eyes were worshipped fervently. The breasts will always follow the king, I will freeze the boss's weakness in the temple trial, and the iron triangle will become a god. The golden light of the floating fortress shone brightly, teammates rushed towards Lin Fan, Su Yu strangled his neck with iron arms and roared, Brother Fan is at the limit of level 85 combo. The tactical network has evolved and slaughtered 200,000 pigs. The tide surged, and the public screen worshipped and knelt down, Commander Lin Fan. The three hegemons are defeated and howl in regret, the Reincarnation Stone temple is opened. The runes of the Reincarnation Stone exploded, and the phantom of the ancient god roared low, the final secret realm summons of the Temple of God. The ultimate trial is coming. At the edge of the field of vision, the golden door of the temple slowly cracked, and the endless beasts in the black shadow roared, Boy, come in. A wave of passerby players knelt down and exploded on the floating island. A fantasy archer ID, Arrow's Soul Destroyer, crushed the distant view panel in real time. His legs were weak and he cried wildly with tears, fuck. Lin Fan has the highest panel in the whole server, with 1.35 million attack points plus domain suppression minus 99%. Our LV.75 team joined the alliance with the wave, and the reputation exceeded 8 million, and the God of War is honored. Brilliant buff defense plus 500%. After the defeat of the three hegemons, the remaining 50,000 people knelt down and begged for mercy. The blood axe slaughtered the real body and fled to the border. The commander of the temple trial flew away. The public screen worships the avalanche. World, King Lin Fan reaps the god of self-melting Reincarnation Stone, the alliance value explodes, and the national war front line attacks the remnants. Lin Fan nodded, and the Reincarnation Stone exploded, ding. Alliance treasure distribution, Su Yu's tactical network upgrades to the divine level, Xia Wanqing's holy domain limit, Luo Li's sword domain epic, and the iron-blooded elf summons the entire alliance. Golden light shone, teammates' panels jumped wildly, Su Yu's attack speed exceeded 2000%, Xia Wanqing's 3 million/second, and Luo Li's throat sealing 5 million critical hits. The number of players in the entire server joining the alliance exceeded 1 million, the vanguard flag hunting of gods, the floating fortress instantly transformed into a steel fortress, and the TP tower reconstructed the defense with 1 million stacks. Lin Fan pointed his sword at the crack in the border with a ferocious smile, after the aftermath is harvested, the front line of the national war is raided. Gu Han's remnant soul possesses a blood axe and flees. The remaining 50,000 iron-blooded people plus Shadow Emperor's soul-eating clones reunite in the camp. Su Yu directs the ambush network, Xia Range resurrects the frozen DOT, and the Luo Li sword formation charges. I clear the area across the border. Referendum Commander, lead the entire server wave to massacre the camp. As soon as the words were spoken, the million-strong alliance of God War Vanguard instantly cast TP, the Black Mist camp on the border front appeared, the iron-blooded remnant party reunited in the Sea of Worms, 50,000, the Blood Axe violently slaughtered the real Body Axe, charging 150 yards of red and black whirlpool 300,000 DOT per second. The Shadow Emperor's infinite clones slowed down 95% in the dark area, the soul-devouring Empress's remnant soul controlled the field, Gu Han's axe heart. Fragment flickered with light, and he roared, Lin Fan's magic stick. The boss's remnant soul possesses me, the alliance army is big although the camp is half defeated, the defense of the camp war fortress is 500,000 plus the resurrection tower is unlimited. We delay the trial of the temple. You are a joke to the commander. The camp's iron wall advances, the archer arrow rain, minus 30,000 critical hit, pours out, the shield battle DOT affinity is plus 300%, and the passerby's spy retreats with weak legs, the iron-blooded remnant's 50,000 buff is fully activated, Lin Fan's alliance continues to be fierce, the camp TP is locked, and the front line falls. The green light of Su Yu's tactical eye burst open the Spider Emperor's web, and he commanded with trembling excitement, "Commander's command. Tactical net ambush targets weak points, Blood Axe Heart plus Shadow Emperor's Dark Core critical hit plus 300%, speed control 99%, sealing 50,000 insects." The net fell like a sky, and the coalition archers controlled the field without leakage. Xia Wanqing's frozen tsunami in the holy domain, the golden light shone in the area, holy frozen resurrection. DOT counterattack deducts -99% of the enemy's attributes every second, and the alliance is sustainable. Luo Li's Blood Moon sword domain burst into red light, and the 5 swordsmen charged into the formation, the sword array seals the throat. Defense reduction is 99.9%, combo opens the way. The wave of players followed and shouted, "Commander raid." Lin Fan is the best on the entire server panel. Lin Fan's invincible field is fully open at 200 yards, the golden light suppresses the camp speed by -99% and reduces defense by 95%, the cross-border legion has 1,000 souls to instantly kill the resurrection tower, each soul power god's linkage combo iron triangle plus sword formation has a range of 500 yards, all attributes are suppressed by -99%, clearing out 30,000 remnants in one wave, and the experience skyrocketed. Ding! Level 86. Strength 300,000 plus, attack 1.4 million plus, all attributes are over again. Blood Axe Massacre. The pre-explosion of 3 million Mang screamed miserably, eyes bulging and legs weak in despair, impossible. Lin Fan's combo has no solution, the field crushes the resurrection tower and the tactical network controls the heart of the axe. The boss's soul is left, and most of the camp is evaporated. The Shadow Emperor's clone twisted and collapsed, and the soul-eating charm exploded in reverse. Luo Li's red armor reflected the golden light, and the Blood Moon sword buzzed and repaired to full value. Her arrogant and pretty face turned into a fanatical attachment. The 4 swordsmen's lieutenants sat down with weak legs, eyes trembling and worshipped, "Commander Lin Fan." The sword energy blocked the remaining party, and exploded. Blood Axe Remnant Soul Essence, the tacit understanding of the Swordsman Alliance is plus 300%. Our 5 swords and the Eternal Guardian God Battle Vanguard. A deputy ID, Sword Soul Guardian, fell to his knees in tears, and punched the scorched earth to pieces. Lin Fan's level 85 Heavenly Sword formation has 30 million combos, and our LV-70 green equipment will be promoted to purple gold, and the commander of the Tushan Temple will be elected. Gu Han's remnant soul was peeled off from the blood axe, and the ghostly light fled through the golden gate of the temple. His voice trembled like a candle, "Lin Fan, the ancient gods help me. You can't get in the final trial." Most of the coalition forces were defeated, and the rest of the insect sea knelt down to beg for mercy. The wave of players' worship collapsed, and a Xuanjia Mage ID, Thunder Destroyer, kneeling and bursting into tears, Commander Board level 86 attack 1.4 million. Cross-border clearing 36 million, Su ambushes, Xia is revived, Luo Li is trapped, our wave and the slaughter camp are invincible in the battle of glory. The public screen kneels and bursts, Lin Fan attacks the conferred god temple, the ancient god comes. The golden gate of the temple is like an eternal behemoth's bloody mouth, devouring the edge of the floating fortress. The black mist in the void rift is billowing like a whirlpool of doomsday, and the endless beasts roar out, the scales of the 1,000-meter-long chaos demon dragon are as black as ink. Each barb sprays DOT poisonous mist, which deducts 500,000 HP per second, and suppresses all attributes by -80% in a 1,000-yard range. The sky-winged beast's millions of wings cover the sky, the storm arrows rain down like -1 million critical hits, like meteorites, the resurrection aura has no CD and adds 300% to the legion's health, the Hellbone Emperor's legion has a surge of thousands of skeletons, the bone spear DOT penetrates armor and ignores defense, absorbs souls and slows down by 99% per hit, and charms the field to lock TP. The air twisted into blood-red ripples, the floating island in the inner hall of the temple collapsed, and ancient stone pillars broke and fell into the scorched earth. Amidst the ear-splitting roar, the live broadcast of 5 billion viewers across the server was frozen. The god of games, the lord of chaos, a black shadow swelling up, his eyes as red as lava exploding, Gu Han's remnant soul crawling on his feet and roaring twistedly, "Old God Lord! Lin Fan is just out of luck. Chai, the Reincarnation Stone is supposed to be my iron-blooded hegemony." The public screen collapsed, and the barrage flooded the screen. It's over. The 200 Divine Beast Legion is completely suppressed. Lin Fan can't get into it no matter how powerful he is, the commander's referendum is blocked, the national war frontline has fallen. In the wave of remnants kneeling on the border front, the millions of coalition troops of the God War pioneers collapsed with weak legs, their eyes bulged and they were drooling with sweat. An iron-blooded remnant with the ID, Blood Axe Remnant, crawled in tears, punched the scorched earth and shouted, "Boss Gu Han is possessed by an ancient god. There is no solution to the endless mythical beast DOT, and the resurrection aura stacks are infinite. We 50,000 kneel for mercy. It's not enough. Lin Fan's 1.4 million attack panel can't withstand a 1,000-yard suppression." The popularity of the players' referendum plummeted 99.9%, and the lock was shaken. The reputation backfire warning flashed. The death penalty in the temple trial will permanently delete the account. Commander, don't be brave. On the edge of the floating fortress Steel Fortress, Su Yu's tactical eye dimmed with green light and blue robes. During the hunt, his knees hit the ground and trembled. His iron arms trembled and he held Lin Fan's shoulders tightly. His voice trembled like a candle in the wind, "Brother Fan, the Divine Beast Legion has perfect control over the field. The Tactical Network Scan Master Panel is all at the 100 million level, field suppression minus 99.9%, DOT per second, 2 million, regardless of resurrection. Gu Han's residual soul merges with the ancient god buff attack. The speed is unlimited, our iron triangle combo can only hold out for 10 seconds, and the $1 Million Alliance will evaporate." The commander's referendum is shattered. His eyes were bloodshot, his fists smashed into his chest and blood stained his robes, and he knelt down and kowtowed in despair. The Spider Emperor's network cannot be controlled, the National War Glory buff has expired, and the temple's Golden Gate soul-absorbing lock. "Brother Fan, retreat." Xia Wanqing's holy staff fell to the ground, the white robe's holy light dimmed like a candle, her beautiful eyes flushed with tears like the bursting of the Milky Way, her delicate hands grabbed Lin Fan's arm, her delicate body limply pressed against his chest and choked, "Lin Fan. The heart of the soul-eating empress can't withstand the soul-sucking beast by 3 million per second, the resurrection CD of the holy frozen tsunami range explodes, deducting all attributes every second minus 99%, backlash, my source has dried up. Gu Han Laogo's ancient god aids, the Endless Legion Charm Alliance kills each other, our iron triangle is permanently weaned. Commander, I don't want you to delete your account." Her shoulders twitched, her red lips bit into bloody threads, the frozen sanctuary tried the Golden Gate, but it shattered and backfired, her life plummeted by 500,000, she knelt down and hugged Lin Fan's waist with a feverish trembling voice, "The breasts will be with you until death, the vanguard of the divine war is gone." Luo Li's blood moon long sword buzzed and broke, her red armor was mottled with gold, her arrogant and pretty face turned pale and twisted, the 5 swordsmen's assistants slumped down and vomited blood, their eyes were bulging and their legs were weak and they were crawling in admiration and despair, "Commander Lin Fan. The Blood Axe Remnant Soul Essence Sword Domain 500 yards reduces defense by 99.9%. Throat Seal, 5 million critical hits, cannot withstand the ruler's 100 million level armor, the Divine Beast Bone Spear penetrates the sword formation, and our swordsman alliance is shattered. Gu Han's revenge comes from the ancient god, and the camp is cleared in vain." A deputy ID, Sword Soul Guard, punched. The stone pillars cracked, and he burst into tears and shouted, "Old minister's uniform." Lin Fan's 36 million combos of the divine sword formation are useless, the temple's suppression speed is minus 99%, the commander retreats. The wave of passers-by players collapsed and knelt down, and a Xuanjia mage with the ID, Thunder, Destroyer, cried from the distant view live broadcast panel, fuck. The master summons endless, Gu Han's remnant soul buff is infinite, Lin Fan's alliance panel is the highest in the entire server. The referendum commander's dream is shattered, the two games linked God War has become a joke. Lin Fan's sword eyebrows were furrowed, the purple-gold dragon pattern of the Void God War suit was pulsing dimly, the veins of the ancient gods on the chest of the Reincarnation Stone were beating wildly like a pounding heart, the Shadow Emperor's dark core self-melting residual temperature superimposed all attributes by plus 1300%, the real-time panel flashed to the peak, power 300,000 plus, attack 1.4 million plus, life 1.4 million plus, defense 100,000 plus, the invincible field CD was reset and ready to go. He smiled coldly and fiercely, and the storm in his heart was raging. He started as a loser and ridiculed at level 5 in the novice village, and reached 99.9% in the National War Commander's referendum. The Reincarnation Stone fused the two games and evolved infinitely. The lower the pressure in each reversal, the higher the bullet. At this moment, the temple is in a desperate situation, but it is the final trial. Gu Han roared and taunted, good-for-nothing Lin Fan. The ancient god dominates the billion-level realm, and the 1,000 souls of your cross-border legion are instantly evaporated. The God King's dream is shattered and his account is deleted and goes home. Endless divine beasts surged into the realm, DOT poisonous mist swallowed the coalition forwards, and the life bar dropped to -2 million/second. Millions of pioneers wailed and fell to the ground with no hope of resurrection. Just when the alliance collapsed in despair, the Reincarnation Stone on Lin Fan's chest exploded, ding. The ultimate trial is activated, the ancient god's legacy resonates, and the infinite evolution limit is unlocked, God King Advent. All attributes are increased 10 times plus the veins of the god of the game are fused, power 3 million plus, attack 14 million plus, life 14 million plus, defense is 1 million plus, talent stack has no upper limit. The purple and gold dragon pattern explodes with golden light, the golden gate of the temple trembles and cracks, the attack speed of the cross-border legion's 1,000 void war souls explodes by 4,000%, the power of each soul times 50 is equal to 5 million bursts, the three-headed sandstorm DOT of the Wolf King ignores the resurrection at 600k per second. Lin Fan pointed his sword at the master with a ferocious smile, the remnant of Gu Han, the incarnation of the ancient god. The God King has arrived, and one sword rules two games. The God King has arrived, the ultimate form explodes, the invincible field is fully open to 500 yards, and the golden light tsunami suppresses the mythical beast army at a rapid speed -99.9%, defense reduction 99.99%, all attributes backlash -1000%, the heavenly sword array has 1,000 swords falling from the sky. Each sword has 5 million times 50 is equal to 250 million combos, and the fusion blasting center explodes with a range of 5 billion AoEs. The golden door of the temple suddenly opened, and the phantom of the ancient god expanded. The ultimate boss in the Black Shadow, the god of games, the lord of chaos, locked eyes with Lin Fan with blood-red eyes, and roared in a low voice, "Boy, holder of the Reincarnation Stone, the decisive battle, come." The endless beasts roared out, and Gu Han's remaining soul crawled on his feet, "Lord. Kill Lin Fan, regain my dominance." Xia Wanqing's holy staff was rekindled, her beautiful eyes were red and flashing with tears, the frozen tsunami of the Holy Land illuminated the temple with 5 million milk bursts per second, her delicate hands caressed Lin Fan's chest and kissed her passionately, "God King Lin Fan. The arrival of the God King buffs my unlimited supply of milk, and the resurrection CD is 0.1 seconds, with a range of 1,000 yards, and the DOT backfire dominates. -2,000% of all stats every second. Together for life, your breasts will always be with you on the throne." Her delicate body pressed against Lin Fan's cheek, and the tsunami of holy light enveloped all members of the coalition. They knelt down in admiration and choked with sobs, the iron triangle couple deepens, the temple tests you to rule the country with one sword. Su Yu's tactical eye exploded with green light, his eyes protruded as if he had seen a miracle, and his knees hit the ground, blood bursting out, and he roared and trembled with excitement, "Brother Fan, the God King." The panel increased 10 times and the attack was 14 million plus. The God King descended to suppress the Dominator. The billion-level armor shattered, and the legion of mythical beasts instantly killed and evaporated. The tactical network seals Gu Han's remnant soul, and the Spider Emperor controls the Endless Resurrection CD and locks it. He strangled his neck with his iron arm and knelt down in tears. He punched his chest with his fist in blue robe and said in ecstasy, "The Commander-in-Chief teaches infinite evolution, and the national war glory lasts forever." Luo Li's blood moon sword recasts its divine light, its red armor bursts with golden light, its arrogant and pretty face turns into a fanatical attachment, the 5 swordsmen's legs go weak, they kneel down and their eyes tremble, the Commander-in-Chief God King is coming. The sword domain is expanded to 1,000 yards and the defense is reduced by 99.99%, the throat is sealed to 100 million critical hits, and the divine beast's bone spear will crush us. The sword array linkage combo is unsolvable. The vanguard swordsman of the divine battle kneels to protect the throne. The deputy, sword soul guardian, burst into tears and punched the scorched earth. Old minister's 250 million sword array, the God King suppresses Gu Han and the ancient god kneels, the two games are unified. A strike of the God King's sword array penetrated the core of the dark shadow of the Chaos Dominator. The -50 billion critical hit health bar was instantly empty. The incarnation of the ancient god twisted and collapsed and roared, "Impossible." The holder of the Reincarnation Stone, the God King's bloodline has awakened. The fragments scattered and melted. Lin Fan's Reincarnation Stone, ding. Integrating the legacy of the God of Games, all stats are doubled again 20 times, leaving .100 King of Games. Power 6 million plus, attack 28 million plus, life 28 million plus, defense 2 million plus, control skills unlock, throne of all servers, 2 games linked to last forever buff. Gu Han's remnant soul was sealed and banned forever by Su Yu's tactical web Spider Emperor, and he howled in despair, "Lin Fan, the dominance is shattered." The golden gate of the temple is transformed into a floating island. Millions of Alliance TPs are reborn. The reputation of the whole server is over 100 million. The announcement of the whole server roars, "Lin Fan, God King, the first kill in the final trial of the temple. Defeated the coalition of Chaos Lord plus Ancient God Gu Han, and dominated the 2-game thrones. Rewards, plus 1000% of all server attributes, the Reincarnation Stone Eternal System, the celebration begins." The wave of passerby players collapsed and turned into an avalanche of worship. An archer with the ID Arrow Soul Destroyer kneeled down on the live broadcast and howled, "What a miracle." God King Lin Fan came to attack the myth of 14 million panels across the entire server, and 5 billion combos were eliminated in seconds. The ultimate divine beast, the Master's armor is broken. The referendum is 100%, and the millions of alliances stand up to kill the gods. God King Lin Fan dominates. The Reincarnation Stone merges with the ancient god's veins, and the soul of Gu Han is sealed, the throne is legendary. Fireworks exploded at the floating fortress celebration, Lin Fan hunted in purple and gold dragon robes on the throne, the Reincarnation Stone Yom Mai hummed, Su Yu strangled his neck with iron arms and roared in worship, Xia Wanqing embraced a deep kiss and made a promise, Luo Li knelt down to pledge allegiance, and all 5 billion players in the server knelt down and shouted, "God King Lin Fan." The loser counterattacks and rules, the iron triangle becomes a god, and the 2 games will be unified forever. The golden light of the 2-game maps merged in a void galaxy projection, Lin Fan smiled fiercely and raised his sword, the war of gods breaks out and ends at the throne. A new era begins.